keep it loud. Level up the crowd. Children low. From the shadows to the surface, we ain't backing down. Aliens, conspiracies, what's real, what's feared? Welcome to the show, keeping gaming with Joyce Legends, late night sessions, minds in overdrive. From response to real talk, yeah, we keep it live. Mental health check, pause the game, breathe in. Community strong, yeah, we all gonna win. Who's got the flame? Our flames in the zone. Who's going nuts? Wild master on the throne. Pixel to reality, we blur the line. From UFO sightings to your favorite grind. Strange worlds, deep dive, late night theories. Ghosts in the code of just bad memory. Every voice matters, yeah, you're part of the stream. Not just a podcast, this is bigger than a dream. Keep it weird, keep it loud. Level up the crowd. Joel under. From the shadows to the surface, we ain't backing down. Aliens, conspiracies, what's real, what's feared? You're tuned in now, keeping gaming weird. Every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. PMP. Don't just play the game, change it. Don't just play the game, change it. Don't just play the game, change it. Don't just play the game, change it.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode! God dang it, dude. I was taking a drink. Yeah, fuck. You know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna do the same thing as you. Fucking stupid, dude. Why are we doing this? What's up, man, Bath?
What's up, Mamba?
Oh man, how's it going, dude?
Mamba.
That was a one hell of an intro there. I think maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Got off work early today and had to meet a customer, so had a couple of hours done to myself after work, so came home and passed the fuck out.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh man, dude, it's been a week, man. Met up with Puncho and them this weekend.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. Here's you a picture. Here's everybody a picture real fast there. Bam.
Boom.
Look at that. That's me in the back, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Puncho is the one in the front. But that's
Squirrel's the token toxic black guy we have.
Yeah. That's what they call me, token. Token. What's up, Toxic? How's it going? Hello. Hi. She's fine. She said she sent a message. She's like, I'm finally going to be able to watch the whole thing. I have work. I don't know what this is. I'm just kidding, Toxic. Before we get started, let's just knock that out real quick, man. Then we can move on. Not like that, but some of y'all may know. I know if some people are going to rewatch this because it's early on. Some of y'all may know her around TikTok. Alex has some things going on. Feel free. I'm going to pop up the QR code up here. What's up, Cody? Feel free to take a screenshot of that. I don't want to get too much into their bit. Everything is explained there. That'll take you to the GoFundMe. If you're one of the people that can help, $1, anything, you know what I mean. Feel free, screenshot that, that QR code right there. We'll take you to the GoFundMe and explain me everything that you probably should need to know. I'm not gonna get too much into it. Whichever side it's up there over here's the roof, but right there. But yeah, definitely important here. I'll put it back up there again. I'll leave it there for a second, another couple seconds, because it's very important. That's all I'm going to say.
If we can, we'll find the link and put it in the description.
Yeah. I got the link here. I'll throw it. Yeah, we'll throw it down there too. We'll edit the description. But anyway, so moving on from that, I just, when people are in need, it's always want to mention that it is definitely a need. That's all I'm going to really get into. So. But other than that, man, it was fun meeting up with Puncho and And I got behind on days, dude. I told Nuggies, I sent him the information and shit. And then I told you the same thing, I think, last night, right? When I was telling you, I was like, fuck, dude, I had the whole thing to send him. It was like small, but like for the fill out. And I woke up the next day, I'm like, I didn't send it to him, dude. I fucking didn't send it to him. I had told him my bad, dude. But he was, in his words, he was a legend and got it done quickly and was nice about it. But I'll let you introduce Nuggies, man. Let's get him out here and fucking do something.
Nuggies is a part-time. Fucking can't even get an intro for him. He's a part-time streamer and a Dragon Ball Z lover and a fucking goat at Rocket League and yeah, a dear brother and friend to us. And let's get him on the stage, guys. Please welcome Nuggies.
Where's the claps, dude? The fucking claps!
Oh shit!
Hey guys.
No, I fucking budged
Yeah,
that.
he's
Wait.
Oh, that one. Go back to that one. Go back to the other one. The other one. No,
Not the crickets.
You gotta do the little.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
From the
on.
porn music to the claps.
You got every sound in there. Hey boys.
Oh shit! What's up, brother?
Flames plays that when he gets ready in the morning for work when he's getting dressed, and he's.
No, I'm like this when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, fuck my life.
Oh. How's it going, Nuggies? Sorry, man. We're.
That's so good, man.
I don't have to apologize. You know how it goes. Holy shit, he does like Dragon Ball Z. I see he's got his costume back there. I just now noticed that.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's for when I get cold. I'm trying to sit out here, play some games.
Power up.
Others. Yeah, pretty much. I in the mix of moving, I've lost my like Super Saiyan Blue
Oh no.
headgear. Unfortunately, I can't find that anywhere. So I don't know if that's lost or in a box somewhere. We've got like a attic, I guess, and
Trolls and
it
fairies
could-
took it.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, so that's lost to the world, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But no, thanks for having me here, boys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know we've probably talked about this a couple of times, but you know, busy life kind of thing going on. So I'm glad to finally get on with you boys.
Fuck yeah.
And like what, a 12-hour difference? What time is it there right now for you?
1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 p.m.
He's from New Zealand.
Usually I'd be working, but I've got a week off. I just finished my last day at my job on Saturday, and I start a new job on Monday. So get a week off, which is pretty nice.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah. Way better job. Moving up to better things, so pretty happy about that.
Z is all right. Never really got into it. Okay, toxic. You need to calm down right now.
We're not gonna start talking Dragon Ball Z, all right? Because then I'm
Honestly.
in trouble too.
Not for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and say you have to watch it because it's great.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
But I have to.
Well,
watch
I think
it
it's
'cause
great,
right? Yeah,
but I love it.
I just messing with you.
Yeah, sorry, mate, from New Zealand.
And so I was talking to my buddy in Australia. So I've been playing all the Aussies as the ones I'm playing Pal World with, right? So I was talking to Dave, and I was like, "Oh yeah, man, my buddy from New Zealand's on the podcast tonight." And he's like, "Oh, blah blah blah," and he's like, "Man, it's green there, dude. Everything's green. It's a nice place." That's all he said. So I don't know. Is everything green there?
Everything here is green. I've lived in Australia and New Zealand, and Australia is like all their grass is yellow, and everything over here is essentially green. They just get way too their humidity, their sun, like their grass just gets battered.
I don't
Like,
think
if
they
someone's
have
got-
grass where they live. They're in WA, so I don't even think they have fucking.
Oh, I think
grass,
that's just
dude.
dirt, bro.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure that's
just
just sand and dirt.
Sand and dirt, red dirt, and emus. That's what everything.
Yeah, they got
is.
red dirt.
Shit.
Yeah, fucking emus and cyclones.
Wait, what? Emus? They don't have emus, do they?
Yeah, they're protected there. Like I know,
Ah.
Joe lives in Exmouth, and they can't they shit on the driveway, and it stains it because it's so hot outside, and they can't do
Sure.
anything
Just-
about them to get them away.
Yeah.
Because they're protected. So they're it's, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. It's
Fucking-
Australia for you, dude, right?
Emus and ostrich. What's it like? Why is there two different birds like that identically the
They're
same?
they're not the same bird.
They're damn near the same bird.
Do you know the difference?
What, emu and what? Emu and what?
Ostrich.
Ostrich. Oh. Well, emus aren't that fast. Like, as fast as an ostrich, I would assume. Like, right? Ostrich is like the fastest bird in the world. I mean, I think
might-
emus are a bit fatter.
land bird.
They
might not be as fast.
Big ass giant fucking birds.
Oh, they'd pick the shit out of me, like topple over me.
Emus eat rocks.
Why would they eat a rock?
They eat
What-
rocks. Something about it in their digestive. Yeah,
Have they not heard of a steak?
Yeah. Shit, there you go. Nuggies.
Oh, shit.
Emus are
Emus-
clumsy.
Yeah, there's a lot of like emu ranches, man, and there's like I don't think there's as many ostrich ranches as there are emus. I think ostriches are more like tropical. I don't know. I don't really know the fucking difference. So don't get me a start, but I just know they're different. I know ostriches. Eggs,
So we need a photo up to compare. Would play spot the difference?
yeah, spot the difference. It's easy. Ostriches have white heads.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have like real skinny necks, eh?
Yeah, and they bury their.
Like you
head
could
in the
karate
ground.
chop.
Yeah.
Why do they bury their head in the ground? I never known that. Is it too hot? Is that the reason?
I don't know.
I never inquired the inquisit of that.
I don't know.
information.
I think it's so they don't have to look around. They're just tired
I think
of
the
looking at
biggest
shit.
bird we have here is like no shit, like probably this big.
The kiwi birds.
I don't even think they're the biggest. I think we have like hawks,
Oh,
but they don't get that big from what I've seen. Oh, actually, we have albatrosses that live down here. To be fair,
Yeah.
What the fuck's an albatross?
I think they're the largest wingspan bird in the world. To be fair,
Oh, like a
like a
condor.
hawk. Yeah, like a condor hawk. I think is what they're kind of like. I think.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. From memory, it's
I don't
largest
know.
wingspan. They're not like massive, like body
Yeah.
mass, but yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I just started clicking.
Toxic.
tabs
I know
on
it's a
my
fucking bird. You think I'm fucking dumb?
There you go. Look. To a moa.
Moas are dead. They're extinct.
Yeah. Toxic is trying to like really. Toxic, I hope you hit the like button with all these bird comments. We know that they're birds, okay? I don't know the difference though, really, to be quite honest. I don't know how we got on the topic of emu. What did we talk? Oh, because they were protected in Australia. I was like,
Yeah.
why? And where Joe is anyway, I don't know. But anyway. But what's new though? I know you got where did you relocate somewhere? Did you move from where you were from when we first met? And man, dude, how long have we
I've done a
how
couple
long have we
moves.
moved for? 2 years now. Have you?
Yeah, a couple years, eh?
Yeah.
Two to 3 years, something like that. But oh yeah, I've moved a couple times. Couple wee things happened in between.
Right.
And a couple things that put me on hiatus, obviously.
Mhm.
And essentially we ended up living at one of the parents, me, the son, and the wife, and trying to look for a place. And honestly, the housing market over here is just abysmal. You go to do a viewing or whatever. Like we're like starting to think about buying, but like we're just renting at the moment. And you go to a viewing to try and get a house, and there's no shit like 17 people there. And you're like,
Goddamn.
yeah, one of these people is getting a house, and hopefully it's me because I need it. But so anyway, they did that for a little bit. Ended up getting like a small townhouse. Like they're just like legit, like a unit here, a unit here, a unit here. They're all
Yeah.
connected. They just throw them up everywhere here because they're cheap, obviously, and they can charge through the roof for them. It's just obviously their lovely tactic. But we needed a house. We wanted to get away from the parents. We need our own space. Like we're
Yeah.
adults, man. So yeah, we got into somewhere small, and then here we are now, and nice big house. It's all kind of out of town, fair bit of a drive, but we love driving. Yeah, got all our own space. She's got her own rooms. Kid's got his own room, and when we moved into that tiny place, it was all right for my boy, but like as we lived there for a couple months, he just started outgrowing it so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like running up and down and like just eventually getting bored of being at our house.
Mhm.
Because like he's like, I could go to my grandparents and I've got all this grass and like all this room to run around and all that jazz. So yeah, we knew he needed a better space to live in, and he loves it here now. So
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good that y'all recognize that. Because not a lot of
Yeah.
parents do, and they just ignore that, and they're like, oh, for certain situations, you can't do this and all that stuff. So that's fucking big kudos to y'all for doing that.
Yeah, it's important for him, and we were also struggling, we'd be out for dinner with someone or something, and it's like, oh, time to go home, and he's like, you could tell he's like, what? But there's nothing to do,
Yeah.
Like, I've got my toys in a corner and a TV in front of me, like, where else, like, what else do you want me to do? And I'm like,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Can't go outside
So-
and play and all that shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, got that sorted out, and he's got a big fuck off backyard out there now, and yeah, he loves it. Although it's a brand new build, so it's all ready lawn outside. I don't know if you've ever dealt with ready lawn, but like I'll try run out there with him, but like I'm like denting the grass.
Mm-hmm. So it's that lay-in shit, right?
Yeah. So I'm kind of just trying to let that settle a wee bit. I let him run around out there and jazz, but I'll kind of just sit out there on my camping chair with a beer and kick a ball around or whatever, but try not to destroy the grass.
Just get one of those automatic throwers that you can go fetch the ball.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You're talking about
One of
the
those
ones for the
catch nets,
dogs, dude? You, like, just throw it-
Yeah.
Bring
Put
it back
in
now.
Yep.
Bring it back and do it again. That's fucked up.
But yeah, no, that's my serious talk. That's all sorted now, so happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
Any
yeah,
big
man.
hobbies, ideas, any projects going on? Anything that's close to like special to your heart that you're looking forward to in the future?
At the moment, we're trying to kind of thinking about putting together a car for some dirt. Like, I want to do derby first, and then I
Okay.
want to start looking at doing like ovals, just dirt racing. So me and the stepfather had a wee chat about it. He sounds keen. He's got an engine sitting in the garage. He has had no idea what the fuck to do with for a long time. Good old Holden Commodore engine.
Nice.
And we're thinking of putting that in. Nice
yeah.
wee LS V8. Don't know if we'll see how the Derby goes. See what it's like. Because that's anyone can enter that shit, and that kind of gives me a good idea of what it's like. So I'm just going to buy a little shit hack for that and enter it in. They usually do that. So see if that's good fun. Yeah, and then
I saw you had pictures, man. You go out to the races a lot out there, right?
Yeah. We go out to the Woodford Glen or the is it Ruapuna Raceway. We go out to most of those events, to be fair. We got a couple mates that are in there racing, so we like to go out and support and watch. And, every ticket matters to those kinds of events. So, but it's getting really popular these days over here.
Hell yeah.
Especially in our tracks. Like Christchurch tracks have always been like popular, but not as much as the north, to be fair. So, it's good to see that it's getting pretty popular. But I don't have any background in doing it. It's just like I don't know, something's just caught our attention, and like we have.
If it's doing that, then you're going down the right path, because that was the same thing with my mountain bike shit.
Yeah. But yeah, my father-in-law, he's like a welder.
Nice.
So we just gotta obviously hope that it's to all their guidelines, otherwise we waste a bunch of fucking time and money. But hey, they give you all the guidelines and everything, so it's shouldn't be too hard, I would assume.
Right.
Oh yeah. My uncle used to do dirt track racing, man. Like I think until I was probably, I don't know if my brother's still in here. He could probably tell you when he stopped better than I could, but probably right after I got out of high school. But we used to he had like a whole pit crew. He traveled and did it all over the place with like the IMCA or whatever. I don't know what y'all call it there. Like the little, they could do anything from like, it's like the Pintos, right? Like up to the modified cars. And you get where they start cutting the bodies and shit like that. I don't know what.
They just call it stock racing over here, essentially. Modified super stocks, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like in the
Because
video games that they have.
Yeah.
The Outlaws, Dirt Track Outlaws or whatever. Yeah.
because a couple of the races that I've been to recently, they've actually had American drivers who have been shipping their cars over to join our racing circuits,
Mhm.
Oh, really?
just on like I would assume their off seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they've been coming and checking it out over here, which is pretty cool because like we get the odd Aussie drivers and all that kind of stuff, but mainly it's home base. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see some outside talent come in, see a different driving style for
Right.
sure. You can really pick it out. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool seeing the automotive sports really blowing up right now because there was a big lull there for a little bit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's really fucking ramping up and all that stuff. So
Talking about like automotive sports, and like I know you guys obviously have your like opinions on AI and stuff, but have you seen these like AI drivers, like Formula One AI drivers?
Mhm.
No. What are you
That's pretty
talking
out the
about?
gate, eh?
I haven't seen that, and I'm in like AI everywhere. I don't know.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it.
What are they doing?
Yeah, I don't particularly like it either. I don't think it's they're trying to say, oh, you know, it's the next way of thing, but like I
This
think
is-
person driving is
Yeah, it's essentially a
Driving.
self-driving fucking car.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
It'll come down super technical. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like way too technical.
Yeah.
Like once they get really good,
Yeah.
they're not great at the moment. From what I've seen anyway. Like they're good, but you know they'll do better than me. But yeah, it's an actual thing. They just got a whole rig inside the driver's seat, and they just legitimately drive the track
Yeah.
and race each
I
other. Yeah.
see. Yeah, I see kind of what you're. I just looked it up some real fast. 'Cause I hadn't. I'm surprised I haven't heard of it. Like, and looking at it, right? Like, so they're just autonomous cars driving, huh?
Well, I don't see it really taking off because you know one of the aspects. I mean, yeah, there are gonna be fucking fuck ups in the beginning, and all that shit. But then once they perfect it, it's like, do we? I mean, I'm sure there will be fuck ups in the future, but for the most part, it's be like, well, we're just gonna watch these AI cars like perfect the fucking lines and just never fuck anything happen. It's just race like to perfection.
Yeah. They're just gonna be like fed information on like when the car in front's tires are like
Yeah.
not optimal in a specific corner,
Yep.
and then it's like it's gonna be predictable almost. I would assume.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take all the factors of the car in front of them, behind them, and what mechanical and all the engineering and all that shit's going on with that car, and factor it to their own car and think, oh, well, what can I do to gain that competitive edge to win this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I like what Toxic was talking about, like the point of it, right? Like she said here, but to me, even right. So like in NASCAR, even though you're driving in a circle, right? Over and over again. The point is like your focus, your team aspect of it. You got your spotter that's up in the tower, right? That you're communicating with. You know the turn. Like to me, that's what. Not just the car makes racing great, dude. That's what makes it fun to watch. Who's going to be your favorite driver then? There's no fucking favorite driver, dude.
Well, it's funny actually.
Just...
That NASCAR gets a bunch of hate because like left turn, you're going in circles and all that stuff. But a lot of F1 drivers talk about fucking NASCAR and they say it's a lot more demanding and a lot more fucking physically demanding and all that shit.
You know how fucking beat up you got to get. I mean, I know you get beat up in an Indy car too, but like, or a F Formula car. I know they're different, right? But like, I know in a NASCAR, dude, it gets hot in there. They're sitting in that seat, dude, and that's. Like any of that, that's an endurance race, man.
Oh
like
yeah,
you're
100%.
going and staying hydrated because
Mentally,
dehydration's a real thing in those cars, right? You know, with all your
and you
gear
got
on,
30 other cars and all that stuff, and when a tight space on one track, with F1, they're all spread out and stuff due to turns and everything. You have gaps and all that stuff. NASCAR, you're stacked on top of each other and all that shit. In a fucking essentially in a fucking just regular standard, It's not a quality fucking F1 car. If you crash, it breaks away and you survive and all that shit. It's a little different.
You're in.
What's that NASCAR driver that like rid the wall? Like at the end of the race, like rid that wall, took like a position away.
Yeah,
like
I know what you're talking about. But I don't remember his name.
You ain't gonna see AI pulling that kind of
No,
shit.
hell,
you know what I mean?
hell, fucking no.
Ain't no AI gonna beat Ricky Bobby, that's for sure.
I don't know. They could set up a shake and bake.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. So speaking of that, did you know that in the movie Talladega Nights when he's like, I'm on fire, right?
Yeah.
And you think of it as a funny scene, right? You know, that's modeled after what really happened because it's invisible flames that burn you.
Yeah,
from the gas. I didn't know that forever,
Methadone
and I saw just a side note. Like I was like, holy shit! So maybe Ricky Bobby was on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe he really was on fire, and he just couldn't tell.
I mean, that's the reason. Like, even if that's another thing I'll get into, but that's the reason to see everyone in flame retardant fucking jumpsuits and all that shit, because just because of that one factor. I don't understand why people just like at drag races and all that shit. You just have fucking crowds around fucking the cars and all that stuff. That's like, that should be fucking outlawed. Everyone should be in the fucking benches. Stay the fuck off the tracks.
You see those those pit crews. I don't even know what engines they use, but like it's those those real elongated drag cars. Like I don't know if they're like 10 cylinders or whatever.
No,
whatever they are.
They're a blown V8.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was watching like pit crew stuff. So like between every drag race, they legitimately strip the whole engine and like essentially put a brand new engine in it every single run.
Yep.
Which is crazy to me, and they do it in like 40 minutes or something. 45 minutes.
They're running 11,000 horsepower. And less than 4 seconds at 320 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's what my uncle's pit crew manager did. Like when he actually started traveling, where it was one of his buddies, but this guy named Kurt, that's what he did, is he was a pit crew guy for drag racing. Yeah. And I thought that shit was crazy, dude. They do that shit. Like it's
those
a new
top fuel fucking cars.
Because the engines are only like good for one run.
Yeah.
Because they fucking blow it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dude.
They fire piston rings. They
wall,
fucking all that shit.
Yeah. What's the fastest you've ever been in a car?
Fastest I've ever been?
Both of y'all, any of y'all. What's the like in general?
Go ahead. No,
track or not? Anybody? Yeah.
I've been in I can't remember the dyno sheet exactly, but it was an 800 plus R32, and I got driven to my wedding in that, and it was about an hour trip, and I probably made it there in like 20 minutes. And like, I kept telling this guy, I was like, honestly, bro, like I get what you're trying to do, and I'm like having a great time. Thank you so much, but like, cop sees you, bro. Like, say goodbye to your car, man. Like,
yeah.
And he's like, nah, it's your wedding day. Like, come on. And I'm like, hey, you're driving. Like, it's your car, man. But that was good fun. That was probably the fastest I've ever been in, to be fair. But that was out the gate. He literally redid the whole thing.
Nice.
Started with a body, and literally he built the whole thing. Over a long period of time. But he was very happy with it. Yeah. I specifically remember him telling me about the bollards that he had in his garage. He had them specifically built, so they had like a wee chain mechanism dug into the ground, connected to the inside of the bollard, and he could like lock up the bollard, and they sat right in front of the car. So like he'd back the car in and put the bollards on, and then like it was just a sense of security for him.
You ain't stealing this bitch.
yeah, pretty much. Like unless you have like an angle grinder or whatever.
Yeah, or know what's going on.
yeah. But you got to kind of do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
To protect what's yours,
Right.
At the end of the day, people, might see that pulling into the driveway and think, "Fuck, there's prime opportunity. How do I scope this out?"
Yeah.
People do that shit.
Speaking of cars, I was going to work this morning and saw the fucking Huracan coming back. The way I was going, opposite way I was going. I was like, nice. But I don't know exactly how fast I was going, but when I was young. I got to ride in the first black Dodge Viper in Texas, and he took me down the fucking street and all that stuff, fucking hauling fucking ass. So I don't know how fucking fast we were going, but we were fucking flying. So, and I'm like fucking 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. So it feels way faster. It feels 10 times faster than what it would to you now. Yeah.
Yep.
The fastest
Yeah.
I've ever been was also followed by the quickest I've ever came to a stop. So
Oh no.
it was so my buddy had we had a car that was in a show, right? So we were both doing the car. But it was a 5.8 Mustang 92 and it had 11-pound supercharger in it.
Oh shit.
And dude, so the guy who was working on it dropped the fucking bolt inside the motor and didn't say anything when he was rebuilding it. We got on the road, dude, and of course, you know, like he lets it out. You know, you're gonna let it go, right? It's a show car, but also we've spent money on this, right? Like back in the day, it was all Alpine stereo system, white leather interior, drop top with candy red paint,
Probably
right?
forged parts
So it was
and
fucking
billet parts.
yeah,
and
dude,
all
it was sweet, custom rims, and he hits it, raw, and then you just hear, dude, I know we had to be over at least 170, right? I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I know it was because the
You're talking miles,
speedometer it went out, yeah. So when I don't know what that is in kilometers, but I know the speedometer tacked out at like 165, and it was pegged.
Yeah.
And I just remember hearing boom, and in the car,
Fuck.
and then
At
there
that
you go.
speed, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" And when they pull the motor apart, dude, I don't know a lot about cars. If you know
Yeah.
me, you probably know that. But so the piston head had a like literal bolt mark in it where it hit. And he's like ready to fucking fight this dude. I remember he's just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, we got out from under the car. That was the end of the car. Like that was because there is no. It was a buddy, you know what I mean? Like that was working on it and somebody you trusted. Right? There was no insurance to claim.
Yeah.
They're not. What are you gonna do, right? But anyway, but that's the fastest I remember being. I've been fast before, but that's when I remember being like, "Holy shit!" With that fucking whistle going off in your fucking ear, and like. And you know, and
I love that
those
whistle.
it's the older Mustang, so you're kind of you're not as far back like in the Camaros where you're sitting on the rear wheels.
Yeah.
But you're pretty close to sitting in the back. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
just fucking, dude. I remember that. That's like that was a rush. But anyway,
It's when I was doing drywall. This is probably like in 2017. I was doing the old fucking water wheel shit. So probably 14, 15 is when I was doing the drywall. I got a wild hair at my ass, and I found a GTO, like a 05 GTO, and first one to fucking look at it and all that shit. And went out there after I got off work. Went out there and fucking checked the car and all that stuff. Still, the dude's fucking trash and shit and all that stuff, but they still let me fucking test drive it, dude. This thing was fucking modified like a motherfucker, dude. He popped the hood of that fucking engine, and it was like nothing was fucking stock on that bitch. Nothing was stock on that bitch.
Yeah.
And, we fucking turned it on and all that shit. I had to peg it at like fucking $3,000 for the fucking engine to warm up, because it was so fucking cammed out. The fucking cam wouldn't allow the fucking enough fuel to get to the fucking engine to warm up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we let it sit there and all that stuff. We're chatting and everything, and they're like, they gave me the keys and everything, and we get in there and fucking take off. Dude, there's a big ass fucking black guy sitting in the passenger seat. I'm fucking driving and all that stuff, and we're getting on the fucking arm ramp, so I just fucking downshift, man. Fucking just floor the bitch. I'm fucking sideways on this fucking on ramp, and this fucking black dude's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." So just smoke fucking billowing in the fucking back, and I'm just fucking bah!
So,
Dude, I wanted that car so fucking bad, but they wouldn't
didn't buy
fucking
it?
prove me. No, they couldn't, like, my credit wasn't good enough. It's back when I had like no credit, and it was just,
yeah.
I think I was like 25 or something like that. I don't remember how fucking old exactly I was, but yeah, they were just, you know.
yeah, when I was living in Dallas, dude, I had a Mustang, and it was ice, right?
Yeah.
And fucking, I remember going to work one time, and it was still, you know, it's manual, blah blah blah, right? But I remember still, I lost control in the middle of the road, just trying to get it go, because it's got so much power coming up, right? This was a different one, but I remember watching this car go by me twice. When I'm spinning, doing a donut because the ice in the road, and I hit the curb, and I come to a stop. And I look over, and it's the lady still looking at me, and I wave at her and just put it in first, like just or second, and just like take off.
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet, right? Yeah, family. And I just keep going on.
Fucking
Oh
awesome.
man. Have you played Nuggies? Have you played? I see you got Halo shit back there. Have you played the new campaign from Halo that came out yet? Have you had a chance to see that?
I
The
have,
new-
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you think
Yeah,
of it?
I played it through. I actually really enjoyed it. I see there's a lot of I wouldn't even say it's mixed messages out there about it. I think the reviews are pretty negative. But I personally think that it's great.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought it was good too.
I really can't fault it, to be fair. Maybe, a couple times playing co-op with my friends, there is definitely like a shuddering going on. Enemies like lagging, like lag walking, which I didn't experience on my first run through, which was solo. So I'm going to put that down to some kind of multiplayer or some kind of back end thing to do with multiple people. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. I think every cutscene, I think there was only one cutscene that I could like nitpick, which is like when you're, silent cartography, you start and you got like Fohammer looking at these grunts, and then like this grunt like throws his hands up, he's like, ah. And then it like cuts to Chief, and he's like staring at this grunt, like turning around. And the only like it's just a nitpick for me. Like it's not like makes the cutscene bad, but that pilot was staring right at this grunt, and then like it's cuts and no time has passed, but all of a sudden you've got Master Chief out the back of the Pelican. So like the Pelican's like staring at this grunt, and then like a second later it's done this, and it's like staring at the grunt. So like apart from that, like that was one thing that I was just like, how the fuck does that make any sense? But I had like heaps of fun. I think they did a few things that were pretty interesting, which was like the flanking. So my like on Combat Evolved, you'd like run through, clear a section, then you just worry about what's in front of you, and constantly in this game, like I'm just getting jumped from places that I've just like killed all these enemies. I thought that was awesome because like it gave that feeling of like I haven't just cleared the whole area behind me, which was cool. So all of a sudden I've got all these dudes here, got all these dudes behind me, and I have to like start thinking a bit better. So that was a good addition, I think.
And visually, the fucking game is
visually it's
so fucking
stunning.
good looking.
It is 100%. Honestly, yeah, because I like Halo's probably like my most loved series. To be fair, I've played every single one of them. And I think some of the mid games is probably where I'm like, still love them all. To be fair, but I think this was a pretty good remake, and people trying to stomp the idea of like the Halo 2 remake going into Halo 3 remake. I don't like that. I like the fact that they're trying to connect it to their later games. This is a brand new, well, not brand new company, but like they've taken over what Bungie started. Like some of that stuff isn't how they want to perceive Halo. They own it. Like they bought it. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But one thing that they're trying to do is connect it to the swap. So there was Bungie, and now it's 343. They're trying to like obviously make it so that it makes sense, but not destroy what Halo was before they owned it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, they had it. What was it? Was it 4 and 5 they made? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was after Reach, So 4, I think, was their first game.
And I mean, they were, I'm a huge Halo fan like you. I'm a big fucking fanboy of it. But I mean, 4 and 5 they weren't terrible Halos, but they weren't the best either. They were still playable and still enjoyable and all stuff. Still had fun when I played it. But it's just like they weren't Bungie style type Halos. Those iconic like fucking playing. Anyone that's played 1, 2, and 3 that those are the GOAT, especially for me 3. Just playing those and having those memories and just like back then there was nothing like those games. There was just like and the visuals and the story and all that stuff, and get to play with your fucking buddies and all that stuff on the co-op and everything. It was fucking awesome. And now to have a remake of that, me, Squirrel, and Mamba played it for the first time, and dude, had a fucking blast. Bring back so fucking many memories and all that stuff. It was a nostalgia fucking trip, like fucking hardcore.
I can appreciate how they didn't change it
Yeah.
too much. I think they really didn't, because like we were talking about when we were playing Flames, I was like, oh, I keep wanting to slide, right? I'm glad they didn't add a slide in, even though you might want to, because of all the new games have a slide feature, right? Even Power World that I'm playing now has a slide feature, right? Every fucking thing has a slide. But I liked still how you played and you felt. I feel like somebody that's played it before. I felt like I was playing the same game, just renewed.
Yep.
And yeah, it's not might not be perfect, but like, I think that's something we also like. I mean, we've talked about that a million times. You know, I mean, they rush games out. We push games now with updates and everything else. It's going to be fixed, and we always expect everything to be perfect on day one. And it's like a double-edged sword, right? Yes, we pay money for it, and we should get what we pay for. But at the same time, if they said, hey, we're going to delay this a month, 2 months, what would we have done? Everybody would have been crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's both. You know, everybody drives it, and with the updates now, but I think that one is better. I'm pretty pumped too now to see, because they finally really confirmed them, is the Rainbow, or not Rainbow, fuck man, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3 is getting the remake. Dude, New Vegas is like that's my top game. I love New Vegas, but that gives me hope on even the New Vegas stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I hope they're going to change it some, just like they did that one. I don't know if y'all have read much on that, but like, even playing the Halo one for the time I played it really makes me excited for those now to come. Like, those are, I think some of the best video games are the older ones. Dude, I wouldn't mind seeing some of the old shit that was even Nintendo side scrollers, right? Get renewed in new graphic styles. Like, that wouldn't be such a bad thing, because a lot of times, how many ideas do you have? It's like movies, right? Like, how many original ideas can you really come up with that are home runs? Like, a lot of these
maybe
games
like
we
take
grew up
like
playing.
Castlevania and make it like in a open world, you know, in the same world that the old style is and all that stuff. It's just they're running linear, you're running in an open world, you know. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm all for it. A lot of people hate not remakes, not remastered straight up, but I don't mind the whole bringing it in, giving it to other studios to do, because you know that's what they're doing with like Fallout, right? So there's like 3 or 4 studios, and they're different ones on each game, and the same people that did what was the Oblivion? I don't know if you played the Oblivion remake. But the same people that did that one are the one that's doing Fallout. But yeah, a good TMNT game would be sick, dude.
That would be sick.
I think that's they should focus more on it. I think we missed that in core games, man. These AAA titles, dude, it's not the same as it used to be.
Cody, like the Gears of War type style fucking Ninja Turtles game? That'd be sick.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine even
That's
like
a good shout. I like that comment from Sexel. Sorry, Sexit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's my brother. That's Cody. But just that's easier than Saxon. If it's backwards, it's Texas.
Oh, it is.
That's all it fucking is. Yeah, that's but anyway. But yeah, dude, that would be art. Yeah, dude, Final Fantasy Online, even like those type of games. I'm all about like those sharing with friends times, man. You know, you can only go so far with the single player anymore. I feel like
100%. Especially nowadays, everybody wants multiplayer.
Even a 4-player game. Even like I said, it doesn't have to be large, but bring in a friend. Like I would love to be like Nuggies, dude. Check out what I've done here. Yeah. Come on in. Yeah, that's what makes like when we played Scum together. Yeah. That's what makes Scum fun, is because when you log off and log back in, you're like, oh shit, look what these guys have done. Here, I've done this now. You know what I mean?
Everything in my my understanding. I logged off one day, and then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by a fucking village, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But hey, I wasn't complaining. I was like, "Oh shit, okay, well now I'm safe." So,
but I think a lot of those games would be cool. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not the everybody's gonna complain. They complain anyway, right? But you put it in front of somebody, dude, they're gonna play it.
It doesn't matter how good you make something these days. Like I feel like a lot of stigma just like rolls over, and people just like pick up on it. They're not even coming up with their own conclusions to these things. They're just like, he said that, so like I agree, and it's like, why are you agreeing?
Have Have y'all seen the game Hell? Sorry if I got too close there. The Helen Keller simulator. Have y'all seen that?
Nuh-uh.
No.
No, it's a real game. Okay, you can't see
Wait,
shit.
wait. I might be
It's-
like a bit lost in my generation here. What the heck is a Helen Keller?
Helen Keller. You
The
don't.
person.
You don't. Yeah, Helen Keller. You don't know who Helen Keller is?
Nah. What's that?
Jews.
Okay, so Helen Keller was mute and blind, basically.
Right.
Couldn't see anything, right? But they made a game, so basically you don't see anything.
Ah.
Like you're walking. Look, dude, it's a real game. It's $2. Okay.
So how do you know if
And,
you're
dude,
accomplishing
no,
your goal?
this is, dude. Hold on, wait, hold on. I'll pull it up. I'm gonna pull this up because we gotta watch this because, dude, this has been like when we talk about what games have turned into. Flames. I'm gonna share the screen. Can you pop it up for me?
She has a
'Cause you
dope
know how that
album out
goes.
too.
We're all going to hell, but fuck
I
it's gonna be a
can't,
party.
dude. Hold on.
Wait,
let me
how
get
did
to
who
this.
made how did Helen Keller get famous?
That was something to do with
Because
the Jews.
obviously it sounds like a
She's dude. She's
famous
like no, yeah.
person.
She got dude. She was like I think she got what's up, Jen? She got dude. I want to
Was
say
it
like
not
a
with the
no-go.
Jews? I don't know.
No, no. No, don't make me read
She was
who
a
Helen
bullfisher.
Keller is.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
believe that from
fucking
what I've been
Cody,
told.
Man. He's just saying shit now. He's just throwing stuff out there. I can't. You know what? I can't even pull up the game. Why is this being weird like this? It's
Yeah,
a
Cody,
game.
that
though.
game would be fucking sick. A supernatural open
Here,
world game.
let me explain Helen Keller to you real quick first. Hold on.
She was stronger than
Stronger than Chuck Norris.
Helen Keller was an American author, disability rights advocate, political activist, and lecturer who, despite her being deaf and blind and infamously became the first deaf and blind person in the U.S. to earn a college degree. Anyway,
Props.
basically, so in this game, you can't see anything. That's all there is to it, dude. And you just walk outside. Yeah.
How
she
do you know
was
you're
stronger
walking?
than Chuck Norris. You don't. That's the thing. This game is
fucked up.
yeah. Oh, my browser blocked me from sharing it. I don't know why. I got updates, Windows updates, man. Every fucking time, fuck up something. But yeah, dude. So you're walking, and I've watched people play this on stream, and you walk out, and it's like, oh, I just opened a door, and it tells you what you've done, and then like there's an achievement, you get hit by a car,
Yeah.
and then you have to go out, and it's like, oh, you feel the sun on your skin, and you don't know, and like, dude, it's so fucking stupid. But that's where and that's like a hit game with people these days. Like, you know, that's where we've gotten to with video
Right.
games, man.
What would be an ideal game for you? Like what would be with the game if you can make a game? Fucking hardware was no issue, money was no issue. What game would y'all make?
For me, it's like multi-choice, and like I love single player, so like introduce co-op maybe because I like playing those kinds of games with friends. But like multi-choice, like and not you know, kind of like you know, like Until Dawn and all that kind of jazz. Like during the game, you have different events, not just like a different ending. You know?
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
Uncharted type shit.
Yeah. Like I want it to be like different, like branching trees that like.
Okay.
So like you know, you
Choices matter.
start here, and you know your friend plays his own version, and he starts here, and then you know I wander off this way. I'm doing these zigzags. Like my story's like all like that, and then his story's like completely like we talk about it. We're like, bro, what the fuck? Like I didn't experience any of that because it's you know so different. That I like that idea.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen much like that, to be fair.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess the only
it's a
game
good
I can really
concept.
think about like that is like Skyrim.
Baldur's
Not
Gate
Skyrim,
3.
Not Skyrim. No
Any
Man's
of the
Sky.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
No Man's Sky. Yeah. See, I played No Man's Sky. Me and my mate, we actually pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Went and picked it up from JB Hi-Fi. I don't know if you have JB Hi-Fi over in America, but tech store.
That would be yeah. I'm trying to think who that would be here. Like to us, that would have been anyway, go ahead. I can't think of what it would be like.
It's just TVs,
Micro Center.
laptops, video games. Yeah,
Kind of
blah,
like
blah.
Best Buy.
Yeah, Micro Center now. My ideal game would be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, not you go because I cut you off.
My ideal game would be it'd be open world based, right? It'd be set in a world where you can fully customize your gear and every aspect of it. So you can set up like your vest, how you want your fucking gear set up, and all that matters too. You know, how to have like your pistol up here, or your flashlight, or your knife up here, and all that stuff. Same with your pistol holster and all that shit. Like every aspect of your gear on you, even your guns and all that stuff. Even have melee weapons. But also be set in the world of like vampires, dragons, aliens, all the supernatural shit's real, and then you also have like, you know, the normal shit that's bad in the world and all that stuff. You have zombies and all that stuff. You can build on there and everything, like super detailed building and all that stuff. Your bases and everything. You can dig. The whole world's like destroyable and all that stuff. You get trucks and all that stuff. You can go off road on trucks, so it's like snow runners. You can fucking like all that mechanic and all that stuff. Just like everything I've always wanted.
So
in
you're
a video
fucking.
game.
Hold on. Wait. You're
Not
my
GTA.
fucking man, dude.
But
Jesus. So you want
This is-
every game in one?
but this is like a good
No,
topic
but
because,
certain good aspects of games, pull it from that and put it in here.
but like why do we not have collaboration? From,
I don't understand
from
that
studios. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand that because like one studio's like, nah, we're making a game,
either.
and then you know the other studio's off doing their fucking thing as well.
yeah,
Like, why are they not saying, hey, like, can we like work on an engine together
right.
and like use our expertise and, you know, like damage to a building,
yeah,
where you're, I don't know, like, you know, like GTA for example, and they bring in a team that made Tear Down, you know, and they like introduced damage physics into, you know, destroying these buildings and shit.
yeah.
And like collaboration would be cool. You just see
100%.
studios just doing their own thing.
Have you ever heard of a game called Second Life?
Yes.
Okay, so when Second Life
No.
like was first, I'll give you a quick rundown about Second Life. And Second Life had so much promise, but it got its whole thing caught up, right? So I was involved, dude. This is back. So I'm 40, going to be 45 this year, right? I was 22, dude, when this game first launched, right? And basically, man, it's a user built world. It's kind of like Minecraft before all of this stuff, right? So it's all inspired, but they have their own currency called Lundines, right? And it transferred. You could sell you for real money. These monies. People ran radio stations and nightclubs, dude. All of the things they drove. Yeah, it's been going. But dear, it's real dead now, man. I went and played it some, and it's turned into, for better way to say it, dude, it's turned into like a sex simulator now more than anything else, right? Because you could get in all these poses, you know what I mean, right? So now you can put on all these different body parts and all this shit. It's definitely gone, right? Like that's gone. But like you were talking about, Flames, I think one of those would be cool, man. Something like that. But dude, I really have gotten into like the older. Sorry, I keep getting emails up. It's that time of the month. You know, the first of the month, first to like the 7th, right? All the new shit renews. Like we were talking about the podcast software and everything. Now I just got my renewal receipt for my stream. You know, my AI bot on Twitch, the one that roasts everybody and shit. I just got the renewal from that. But anyway. But something like that, dude, would be cool as shit. But it's always turns into the whole opposite side of what it should be. You know what I mean? And
do you guys feel like halfway through they start rushing shit? Like it starts off feeling like, oh my god, like this is so grand. Like there's gonna be so much going on, and I'm just gonna keep getting this shit added on top, and then all of a sudden you just like hit this wall when you're like, I know what the rest of this game is gonna play like. You know, like. I know. Yeah. I think I've finally hit this is everything, and then it like from there, you know, you're just doing the repetition thing, and I think that's kind of like a shit feeling when you're playing a game, when you finally realize you're at that moment.
Yeah. I get that, especially like horror games when I play them. I feel like, you know, I play those. I can burn out in horror games very easily, like 2 or 3 playthroughs, and I'm done. It's just like. You're playing the same shit over and over and doing the exact same shit over and over and over, and you know it's better with friends and all that stuff, but still for me it's just like I can only get scared so many times and only get freaked out so many times, and it's just like I don't enjoy playing them anymore, you know. And my buddies in my Discord always want me to play them, and I was like, guys, I can't get into them past, you know, a certain amount of times of playing them because I just don't get scared anymore.
I can't fucking play them that long because y'all know me. Anybody that knows me, I can't fucking take jump scares, dude.
Yeah.
My ADHD, when I get locked in, like when Punch on them came by, he was looking at my setup, right? Well, I literally, where I'm looking now is a fucking OLED 4K monitor, you know?
Yeah.
So if I get locked in, even if I'm in stream, dude, even those jump scares on Twitch, they scare me. Oh,
Yeah.
did you need...
What the fuck? Are you okay? Did you just die?
Nuggies, hey, hello?
Nuggies.
Come back. Where'd he go?
He's doing something and it just fucking...
Yeah. I don't know where he went. Let's see. No. Hello?
Nugs.
Sir, hello? What, his computer turn off? Hold on here. I'll pull him down. If you see him come back, then we'll just pull him back up. I didn't see him come back up, but I just wanted to do that. Hello? Anyway. I want to continue with the conversation.
Hope he's okay.
Anyway. Yeah, I hope so, dude. Nugs, if you're in YouTube, drop a 1 if you're okay. But dude, I think a game, I don't know, man. Different strokes for different folks, right? You know what I mean? But I think a game, dude, where you can share some kind of progress with your. Oh, there he is. He's back.
I'm back.
Yay! There he is.
I didn't know.
He's alive, everybody. He's alive.
She's out in the lounge watching. She's like, dude, they're looking for you. What are you doing?
But yeah, oh shit, no, he sent a message. Look, we're bad. We didn't even fucking read the messages, Flames. It's our fault.
I did send you a message.
It's our fault, Flames.
Oh, shit.
It was immediate. It was immediate. It was an emergency.
Jen said, come back. But yeah, would be one of those kind of games, man. I'm big into like Ark Survival Evolved, right?
Yeah.
I think that's when people are talking about, you know, Ark Raiders, the game Ark Raiders, right? They say it's dead, right? You know what makes the game still fun is when you play it with friends and the communication, right?
Yep.
Like the talking and the sharing with other people. And I think that's what really misses in a lot of games, man. And they don't do it. That's like Pal World. Is Pal World that great? It's good, right?
Yeah.
But you know what makes it great is when my buddies, I see they're playing it right now, right? When I log on and see what the fuck they've done, and then we communicate, laugh, and talk about the shit we've done, and you can go see each other's base. You can see the things you've done to it. To me, that's what makes the games fun, you know? Yeah. It's like Forza. When we played Forza even, you can make a car, you tune a car, hey, show up here. And, you know, that to me, that's what misses. But some people don't like that, you know? Some people want to play the single player stuff. But to me, that's the perfect game. Would be something like Second Life.
Yeah.
But that actually works and it looks like on Unreal 5, you know?
Yeah.
Something where assets can be brought in, like you were talking about, Nuggies. You know what I mean? Where the studios, it wouldn't be a studio even because, dude, there's some fucking really bright minds that play video games. Dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There is some fucking.
I mean, look at the modding community.
Bright individuals that play and have ideas. You know what I mean? And if somebody could, you know, do that, man, that would be that. To me, that would be like heaven. You know what I mean? Like, I think at the same time, it'd be very bad because I would not get my ass out of the seat.
Yeah, that's kind of I was getting at is like have that all what I was saying in a fucking video game, along with you know collaborations and all that stuff and NFTs and all that shit. I've been playing Off the Grid and they have NFTs and all that stuff. You can actually take the assets and fucking in game and make money off them and all that stuff, which helps out for you know developing and everything too on that side if they get in there. Yeah. And plus I like customization. I like to be able to have fucking freedom, especially I believe that if it's open world, I should have creative freedom of where the fuck I want to fucking do. You know, whether it's my vehicle, fully custom my vehicle down to the fucking very minute shit or my gear and all that stuff. I mean, I know it takes resources and all that shit, but at the same time, you know, look at No Man's Sky, the fucking be able to run an actual simulated universe and any game can run that and all that stuff. It's like why not get with them and try to figure out how to make this massive open world that you can literally do anything in?
Or like Star Citizen, dude. Star Citizen, even though like I don't know, have you heard of that, Nuggies? The Star Citizen. Remember, I played that a little bit.
I've watched you play it, and I've always wanted to. I just know that I don't have the capability to run it.
Yeah, games like that, dude, to me is what makes video gaming fun. You know, that's why.
100%.
And it's not a plug; it can be a plug. But you know, I'm making an app, Nuggies. I don't know if you knew about it. What's up, Iron? Yeah, he sent me a text. He was watching on his TV at the hotel, and now he's like, "I've been chatting now." But yeah, so bad with responding to work emails. Yeah. But damn it, dude. That's why I wanted to do the app that I'm talking about doing.
Yeah.
Is it takes back the social part of gaming back to like Yahoo chat, where it's not like this whole I don't want to say dating scene. I use that because that's an easy way for apps, right? You know what I mean? Like every app seems to point to dating at some fucking point, right? But to me, that's what made gaming fun, dude. That's why I don't give a fuck any streamer besides, I can't say that for anybody, but the ones that I know, we all started playing because we had fun with our buddies, man.
Yep.
And we could talk about a game. And even like a game that's like a single player game that you find something cool. Like when Red Dead 2 came out, right? We all sat in a party, played Red Dead 2, and just talked as we all played through the different scenes and what we did. To me, that's what makes it fun, man.
Yeah.
And
then there's that one guy that's like, "Shut up! I'm in a cutscene."
Yeah, yeah. All the time. I haven't made it there. Stop telling me. But you know, now like everybody, and I don't mean it's not really a cut to anybody, you know. But like, I still like to play games without the guides, without a map to go and look at where somebody else has already told me everywhere to go. I like to try to figure this shit out, you know. So I'm not, you know, just speeding through it and doing it. But to me, that's even cool that now we have those interactive maps with everything that we have at our fingertips and technology these days. Why can't we have something like that? You know, that you could play together. Like Iron likes to do his F1 racing, you know, just like I know I've seen Nuggies uses, and Flames has one too. You know what I mean? But why can't we do something where you have a car, but yet, hey, I want to go race you guys. Let's go down to the fucking racetrack. And I know that's what GTA's set to do and all that shit, but we're talking about a game where you could build and go and do and keep going, man. That's to me.
And economies, like economies in games are pretty underrated, I feel. Like most games just have like, you have this amount of money and you can earn money by robbing this place or doing this or whatever. But like I think it's Star Citizen that you play. I think that has like a whole like trading and you know, you can become a miner, bro. Like you can become
got every aspect. You can
like
be a bounty hunter. You can do anything.
And that's really cool because you really make yourself into what you want to be. And a lot of games miss that mark. They're just like, you are this, and you don't get that opportunity to decide for yourself. And I think that's a really cool concept that, you know, a lot of games need to start looking into, is giving people the power to decide like what they are going to be.
And there's room for everything, right? I mean, because there is fun to play those games, but it is also really with the technology that we have today.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so much, I don't know if that's correct English, so much more fun, so much funner, so much better, gooder, more funner, better,
more fun.
Better.
It's all of those things, man. But I think that, dude, that like imagine a game where you could take your character in and do a battle royale like Fortnite, but then you go back to your house.
Yeah.
You know? Like something like that, and how hard would that be to make? Look at fucking Fortnite. Fortnite already has all those side games. You know? But anyway.
I mean, in time, it's going to be just like Player One. Every single game is going to be in one world.
Yeah.
We're all going to be connected with that. You know, if we jump into, let's say, the Oasis, it's like, boom, okay, we're on this planet, which is the waiting room. It's like, well, what game y'all want to play? You know, we can see each other's avatar and all that.
Yeah, I mean, like Roblox with better graphics and no pedos. You know, I mean, like I don't know how else to say it. Dude. Like I mean, to me, that's what's fun, dude. I like those type of games, man. Like a Stardew Valley type, even the cozy type.
Oh yeah,
those are still fun to play with your friends and just sit back and chill. and farm away. You know,
I mean,
like
that's like the number
Terraria.
one. That's the number
Yeah,
one game
yeah.
I look for. Like when I'm fucking searching games to play, I'm like, what's a chill fucking civilization builder? Because that's one of my favorite games to play when I'm just chilling and shit.
Yeah.
And now that I went back to Off the Grid, which is fucking. I'm addicted to that game so fucking much.
It is a good game.
I downloaded it since it's been fixed and all that shit. I downloaded it Sunday and I already have a fucking 3.5 fucking KD on it.
It's
Jeez.
because no one else plays it, dude.
Oh no, people play it.
There is a good community for it,
Yeah.
to be fair.
There's an average of 11,000 people playing the game.
Fucking shit. Calm down, dude. Don't look, man. I'm sorry. I don't
I'm
want
just
no
saying, I
problems.
wasn't
I'm
jumping.
not-
Let me jump. Listen, you motherfucker. But yeah, it is a fucking such a good fucking game. I've been having a blast on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and my mate played that for a couple months after I seen you play it first, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was playing it for a wee bit, and I didn't want to play it by myself. I can't remember what happened. I wasn't streaming or something.
Yeah.
And me and him were just jamming it, and that was good fun. What did I used to do? I used to use like the
Rebel?
jump thrusters.
Oh yeah. What's up, Rebel?
You just go around and you'd find
Yeah,
what suits
yeah.
you, man. Like,
And the movement
that
on
was
it is so like.
Yeah.
I mean, it was majorly broken when it first came out when I first played it. You had to optimize your computer very well to be able to run it and all that shit, and had to do certain settings in your shit to be able to play the game. But now it is so fucking good right now. I didn't know, but I'm guessing I'm like naturally talented at it because as soon as I fucking played it up, I was fucking hopping around, moving, flying, all no fucking problem. Like I've been playing this game for fucking 20 years. Like. I am having such a fucking blast at playing this game right now. Like I didn't realize it was fucking this good.
Hey, that's all that
Have
matters, though. To be completely honest, because you cannot like the games that I like. I'm just saying, right? You know what I mean? But that's what makes it fun to you and to that community that play it.
Yeah.
He's talking about sorry, what game again? Sorry. Toxic was actually what's
Off the Grid.
Off the Grid. It's a free game.
Yeah. It's an extraction battle royale. So whatever, it's not like your standard battle royale, you go in, you win, and you kill and you win and you get the victory. This you go in, you loot, you try to find the best gear, whatever gear you want to find through whatever, shit you want to do through the game. And Mama's a hater. You in whatever weapons and on you have, you get to extract with that and all that stuff, and you keep those in your inventory once you get back to your lobby. And then next game, you build your different loadouts and all that stuff through various. You can build your guns how you want to, the different level of your guns and all that stuff. You get different arms and legs, robotic arms and legs.
Yeah.
And you can call in your loadout and all that stuff in the game and use that.
Yeah, it's a different type Toxic than I didn't play. I'm not gonna lie, I can't call it because I wanted it to be so good when I first played it.
Yeah.
Back when me and you first met Flames way back when,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so fucking broken then.
Oh yeah, it was.
I gave up
broken.
on it. You know what I mean? Like I just backed out of it. But
it's not
also
a dead game. Having 10,000 players is not a dead game. Fuckface.
But yeah, dude, those games.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Mech Warrior? Like the newer ones, like Mech Warrior 5.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I had a great experience, even though like I completely fucked myself over. But it was just a great like concept. So like obviously I'm going through the campaign. It's good fun. I'm fucking like building up my mech, having a good time. And then this is just solely on my campaign. And so I got to this point where like I'd lost my mech in this fight or whatever, and I kept fucking losing, and I kept losing my mechs. And then I got to a point where like I had this one fucking soul mech left, which had like fucking no weapons. I had like fuck all, like anything, and like I pretty much soft locked myself to like have to restart that campaign, which I thought was cool because like I was like, I don't have enough money to like expand my arsenal or like get myself a team together, because you get your AI group with you and they command whatever other mechs you build and shit. and I just like fucking like destroyed my whole arsenal, and I literally had to restart the game. And I thought that was like a cool concept. Like I wasn't like thinking mentally properly, like my strategy, and yeah, all of a sudden I had to restart my game. I thought that was fucking cool. To be fair, like a lot of people would be like, "What the fuck? Like this is fucking stupid," but I thought that was a cool concept.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's like there's a lot of there's a lot of games that are also slept on, man, that get unfair. I want to say, like undue justice. You know what I mean? And by the time you come back to them, they don't have the continued support to keep it going.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people mistake what it really costs to keep these servers going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it costs them to keep a game alive, and they're paying for it as it goes. And I get microtransactions. I don't like a lot of them. Don't get it wrong. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I get it because it allows them to do games like Off the Grid for free, and you to play it. It's like what Toxic's talk about, like War or Modern War. Well, the online.
DMZ.
What is it called? What's the whole fucking Call of Duty thing on Warzone?
Warzone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no matter what you think of it. That's, and we could go. I don't want to get into that too much about how it started, but that's what keeps that game alive because it does cost them to continue to develop. Like Fortnite. Fortnite's really good at that, and I hate to say it, you know what I mean. But Fortnite captured that. Hey, if we keep people spending money on these the codes and the creator codes and all these people that build the maps and all this other shit, right? We're gonna have new content all the time.
Yeah.
And people are gonna continuously play our game. And if you have a game that's like that and it dies off, and then people are like, "Well, where'd the game go? It was so now it's good. Come back." You know what I mean? And you gave up on it. It's like Star Citizen, man. I came in towards the end of it, but it used to be empty.
Yeah.
And these people have been playing it. I'm like $7,000 into that fucking game with buying ships and everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not suggesting that for anybody. You know what I mean? But I haven't given up on it, and I still go back and play it. And at this point right now, there's three actual different systems that you can travel to.
Okay.
With multiple planets and their own suns. You know what I mean? Like, so the games expand. But I think that's a thing is like that he did his own funding through that way by selling the ships and doing the things. And I think we forget how much it does cost to really make something last for a long time.
Well, especially a game like Star Citizen, how detailed it is, how massive it is, how much fucking work goes into that game. It's like, why are you charging $4,000 for a fucking ship? It's like, well, look all the fucking work they got to put into the game to make it as awesome as what Star Citizen is.
Yeah. But I think, too, the stupidest games in the world, like the airplane one we looked at when Iron was on. Hello Passengers. Mecha Chameleon. That proves that all that really matters is that you can have fun with people, man.
Oh, yeah.
And play a fucking game. Like Rocket League, Nuggies, Flames doesn't really play it, but Nuggies knows, man, they fucking ruined it by trying to do too much to the fucking game.
Yeah.
Let's keep adding in this and make it easier for people to rank up and do it. No, it's supposed to be hard. Not everybody wins. You know what I mean? Not everybody is supposed to be able to do a flip reset. You know what I mean? Like, you're not.
See, I feel like they destroyed a community on Rocket League though because of the trading community. Like they really like one of my mates like literally would like hardly play the game with me, but he's always on it, and he was literally just trading.
That's
like,
what I had at a store. That's what got me into Rocket League. I had a store online and sold like the white octanes all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, that kind of really sucks. I've been kind of getting on it with him over the past couple of weeks. And we've just been playing, but like we were looking through all our shit in our infantry and like all these blueprints, man. Like I have like all these double up blueprints. I'm like, what? So now essentially all I do is build one, and then what am I supposed to do? Like build another one for $30 just so I can like get one item for like a trade up. You know what I mean? Like you do your trade up like from import to black market or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I supposed to spend $30 to get one item when I need 5 items to do like trade ups. That's all those things are good for. Like it's fucking useless. Like it's they just didn't really think about that
I
shit
think
properly.
PUBG, like PUBG for battle royales, I think still was not just because it was the first one. I went back and played it. I feel like still that's like the tits for battle royale games. It just sucks we don't have anything more like that. You know what I mean? Like where it goes in. Fortnite kind of took it and went with the emojis, you know, of course, right? Then they tried to do them, all that stuff. But I think the simplest stuff, man, is probably the best. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So, Nuggies, you had a story for us?
Oh, story. I can't. Yeah, I've got a wee project that's been going on in my brain for.
That's what all
fucking
those
long.
flames. If you're wondering what those pictures are down there that are still there, yeah, I know you're wondering. So Nuggies loaded those up, and that's for his. He had a story. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like go from. That's my ADHD. I go from one thing.
Okay,
to
is
another
this
when I
like part of the follow-up question of like when you have any big projects and all that shit going on?
Yeah, essentially,
Okay.
yeah. This is a big one for me.
I'm excited. I'm fucking excited.
Like can I just start with like I left school early, and that was purely because like I wasn't a class clown. I was just like, I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't a heck of a lot that I really gave a fuck about
Yeah.
that they were like trying to teach me. And like I legit like left school 15 years old, got a job.
Yeah.
Like just straight up full-time job. I was like, fuck this, because like I'm not focusing. Like let me just do that. So like from my perspective, like I was never like a like a writer or like my favorite class was like science because I was like hands-on doing shit,
Yeah.
So like for me, like when this all started, like this whole like creating a story thing, like it was never out of a place of like literacy. Like I loved English class or like that kind of thing. It was just like an idea that like just literally hit me, and I'm not gonna lie, like it hit me out of a dream, like a legit dream, one of those ones that you cannot forget,
Yeah.
and it just like you keep thinking about it during that day, like the next couple of hours you're like, what the fuck. And I remember just waking up like after like having this like particular dream. I was like, that's so vivid, like to every single detail. And it wasn't like obviously this whole story, but it's like how it started, like how like I just like kept running with it and building on it. And I think that's kind of cool. Like I just created something out of a literal dream.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I like that was when I was what 15 years old, and like ever since then, like every couple months or maybe I skip a year or something like that, and I just like always like just couldn't let it go, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point now where like I've probably written this story like 4 or 5 times, just like expanding on it, always thinking about like how I can like break lore or like expand on it, like make sure that like it fits, it works.
So is it like a book or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm working on a book. In my brain, it's very visual.
Yeah.
Like it's a very cinematic experience.
Do we bring up some of the pictures?
Yeah, go on, bring up the first one there, and then just kind of come.
Got it.
So I've just used AI just for like
like
you can see some of these characters look very similar.
Yeah.
Essentially, I just want to like visualize the world, like the way that like I've spoken, like because I've copied and pasted like my whole story, my drafts, everything like that into AI, so they like it gets like a very good representation of the story, the world, the universe, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like my AIs that I use, like ChatGPT, things like that, they like have a good memory, to be fair, of like remembering all these kinds of things. So that's just like a general look at like a Syrian lifestyle. Syrians being from Sirius star system, so like we're talking about off-world. I specifically went with like the whole human look because like that's how it was in my dream. So like don't think of these people as human, but but that's like I said, like I'm just going off like exactly what came to me in my dreams. This image here is like alluding to a very big monumental story piece. But I don't really want to say a heck of a lot about it. It's a very big moment. But essentially what the story does, it's not like I use sci-fi to kind of interpret a world, but my themes here are very based around like everyday life. Like it's all about decision making, walking a balance. So the serious people, they walk a balance of like trying to protect life. Like they consider themselves as guardians, and they're actually known throughout their whole universe as guardians. And essentially it's about protecting life. But we do also have a force that is a polar opposite. And the way that I like to conceive this world is like, if you look at like a flat plane, like that's the balance that I represent this world, and it's constantly like tipping on its balance, right? You have these guardians, you have these dark ones, and they're just tipping this balance all the time. And eventually like that balance gets weighed one way or another in favor of the other. And the universe responds in ways that these people like just can't comprehend. Like it's not up to them at the end of the day. And that's kind of the theme of the story, is like they may feel like they're in control of like protecting people and things like that, but what
it's
cause
like
and effect?
one decision has an echo that ripples to another decision that may change that decision, and then vice versa.
And I just kind of picture that in like everyday life. Like, you help someone on the street, and
I was trying to look and I hit the button. Sorry.
No, you're right.
Just looking at the picture and I accidentally clicked it.
And so I just, we all try and be good, but like sometimes we're making decisions that are like selfish. Like it doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like, but I really try and instill like the humanity into the story. Like, essentially every decision we're making isn't always for our own benefit, but sometimes it's very selfless. But like no matter what you do, like it has an effect. And you don't really know if you're doing the right or the wrong thing, even if you're doing a bad thing. Is it affecting the balance in the right way? So that's the core principles of the story. But obviously there's a whole sci-fi network. I've got a bunch of different races involved in the whole story, and I've flushed them out pretty in depth. Like I say, like this is nearly 11 years or
hey man, this motherfucker years. Been busy.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Sorry.
These are the Guardians?
Yeah, so these are Guardians. Essentially the way that the Guardians work is like through selfless act. So essentially there is a force that they actually use, and it hasn't belonged to the Syrian race forever. So there's a way that this force is used by other civilizations even. But essentially in this first book, we follow the Syrian storyline of guardianship. And you actually see a pretty cool moment. I suppose I can kind of allude to this, but essentially you see like a moment where a guardian, it's like their first time on a battlefield, but they're using like made armor. Like it's clearly different to the rest of the guardians they're with. And this armor's like clearly been like handcrafted, whereas these other guardians are using like this like almost like morphing energy typed armor. And you actually see one of these like first time soldiers, you could call them, like running from a fight, and we actually see him perish, unfortunately.
So, hold on, let me stop it. Is this a graphic novel or?
So I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're watching an event at this point, based off a recalling. We're at this particular point in the story, we're teaching someone the values. But so in this particular that person runs away, they perish.
Mm-hmm.
We see another that is, their first time like experiencing any of this, and he literally like jumps in front to like save someone on the ground, and this energy literally like envelops this guy, and it like creates the armor, the item, the thing that like gives these guardians their right to do what they're doing is done by selfless act. And so he actually, jumps in and tries to save this person, and that's when he like gains the armor of the guardians, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
but it's like a rite of passage in a sense. If you're like pure in a sense, like selfishly pure, and then you gain these abilities.
Yeah. So this particular force, I don't want to like say what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be very elusive, because like I want to kind of leave that to the story to tell. But like the force itself that they're gaining this from is like on one side of it. So you could imagine like if there was another force that would pertain to like another energy, it would be doing the opposite, like slaughtering, for example. So that's why and how these guys actually become powerful beings in the universe to call themselves guardians.
Okay.
Without it, they would be like, I would consider them guardians. They're guardian people, but like they're not inherently gained this ability to do it at such a high.
Okay. So the different levels of it.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah, it's all to do with like being able to morph this stuff. So, once someone has done the selfless act, and it's pretty much always done within battle, then they gain like like most of my weaponry and all these kinds of things can be like built like with willpower, I guess. So whether that's like swords or ranged weapons, all that kind of thing, but it takes a massive toll, because obviously I don't want to like overpower people. Like I want to like it's not like, they've got to have some kind of like a grounding. And I didn't want to just say, hey, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
But it's always in the spirit of trying to be like a guardian, if that makes sense. For this particular Syrian race, there's a lot of lore that comes from book 1 and 3. So I've kind of left a lot of that to be explored elsewhere, because I want to create questions with this story. Like I say, like a lot of it is relatable to like our day-to-day life. So I want to create those questions and like get people asking, like wondering to themselves, like, when I did this the other day, like, was that right? And I want to give people that sense of just like mystery and wonder, and I don't just want to explain a sci-fi story because so many people do that, like I want to create like a reason to make people talk about it and think together about like bigger questions. And I think
it's like if you have this story, if you have this outlook on this or the situation within this certain, let's say, scene, and it's like, well, you have this whole universe and this whole principle around this and all that stuff. It's like, well, what if he would have done this, or what if he would have gone down this path, or what if that outside force would have done this and all that stuff? What could have happened in that situation? There could have been multiple different factors that could have changed the whole aspect of whatever was going on.
Yeah. So I suppose like I haven't really spoken too much about like story depth. Like, so book 1 is essentially
Do you have books out right now?
No. Okay, I'm in final stages of writing book 1.
Okay, gotcha.
With book 2, I haven't written a full draft yet. What I like to do is like draft a book. So this is what I've done with story 1, for example. I've drafted a book, and then I've gone, let's look at the book, and then gone off ideas and how to expand that. and then go from there. And I've done about 4, I believe, iterations of the story, and I've decided now I am more than likely in my final stages of writing this book.
Okay.
So I'm happy with where it is, because everything's led to, I know what happens in book 2, and I know what happens in book 3, and because of the way that I've built the story, book 1, 2 is prequel, book 3 is after book 1.
Okay.
And that needs to happen.
Yeah. That's
Right.
Yeah. So essentially, with book 1, we follow my main character, which I call Inky.
okay.
And he's really like a curious soul. Very, very curious. As you can see in one of the photos there, he's kind of reaching for something. And in the background there, you can see those are his parents. They are King and Queen of Sirius at this time. They've led Sirius for a long time, and essentially they have the utmost respect and throughout their whole civilization, just due to like the willingness to throw themselves at anything, and like their thought process is everyone in front of themselves first, like their own life matters last. And that's why they're highly respected. Like there's essentially no force within inside their own civilizations that would oppose them. So that's really quite cool. And he is completely different. He is like, he questions everything. He tries to understand why there is a force opposing them and their ideas. He tries to understand those forces. He wants to understand them better rather than knowing that he needs to defeat them. He needs to know why it is that they're trying to achieve what they're trying to achieve. Whereas no one else really looks at it that way. So we follow him and his friendship group. So alongside the king is like a commander, and his the commander's son is Kale, which grows up with Enki. And they are best friends. And essentially the whole rest of the friendship group, which you can see in one of the other photos, they've all pretty much grown up together. But Kale and Enki are the bestest of friends, the closest. But we follow this group as they so essentially at this stage, none of them have like achieved that righthood to being a guardian. They're all just, younger souls at this point in time. And then we see.
Wait, the other picture is all of them. They're all become guardians. That's them right there.
It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah. Essentially.
That's cool.
So I represent different ranks with different colors. So as you can see, guardians support a blue armor style, blue weaponry, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, white, we have, this is a bit of a spoiler, but we have a commander. So he is a commander rank. And there's a very specific reason that this blue guy is in front. That's our main guy, that's Enki. All right, so I can't allude to the other color because it's very story driven. So I'll leave that to when I publish.
Toxic, it's all in. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off because we've had 2 people ask these questions since we've been talking. I just want to say all of Nuggies' links that he's sent.
Oops.
Well, there goes Nuggies. He's back now. They're in the description of the live. So if you guys need his TikTok or I'll share it to you. I'll put it. It's all there. I mean, we'll put it all there. I know we've been missing some questions there, but that's fine.
Sorry about that. I wasn't watching.
No. That's the point of a podcast. I'm just catching up while we had a quick second on a couple of questions that were there. All of his stuff is in the description, just like everybody else's. Anybody we have on the podcast is all in the description. Anywhere there, you can get a hold of him, see him, all those things. So
no, Nuggie, that's fucking badass, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that's a cool ass fucking world. I'm excited when you know I'm definitely gonna be there. Fucking get the first fucking book.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just-
I'm pretty excited. It's definitely not something I thought would turn into
Yeah.
this for sure. Currently my final draft is sitting at about 1,100 pages.
Hell yeah.
So that will expand I want to say like a minimum 200 pages with what I want to add.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm very excited to get into it.
Fuck yeah.
And then kind of start like I've started on like my book 2 and book 3s.
Mhm.
But I kind of stopped myself. I was like, hey, let's finish book 1 to like
Yeah.
settle all the lore and make sure that it all works. And
Yeah. Don't
that,
rush
like
it.
that constant thing in my brain, like it's crazy how like I can write everything down, like everything's accessible on my phone,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. But like everything's also up here, which is crazy. Like
Sure.
I don't think like any bit of lore is like not in my brain.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, that's one thing I love about because I use like a voice activated AI that talks back to me and all that stuff. That's one thing I love about AI is I can like have my because sometimes I can't always write it down. I can't get my thoughts to fucking human English and all that shit. So having AI that can contribute it and then put it down on text for me is like, I love that so fucking much.
yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things about AI.
yeah. I
mean-
think one cool thing is like having the support of AI during something like this. Because like it's not like AI is writing a story for you. You can't just say, hey, like write me a cool story.
Yeah.
And like have something with the depth of the world that I have, to be fair.
Right.
Like I kind of want to keep everything like pretty secret, so I'm not trying to like say too much
Yeah.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
So just know that like you'll constantly be like fucking thrown off your guard with this.
Hell
like
yeah.
it's yeah, the amount of detail and planning and everything that goes behind it is pretty crazy, and that's why I'm so excited, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't care if like 2 people read it and they're like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm fucking
Like
reading
that,
it.
that doesn't fucking bother me. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I think is cool, man, about, speaking to AI, right? So I just was sent something by Iron. Most of y'all know Iron, right? About Roombas. Roombas
Yeah.
just got a ban. Did
I
you
know.
know that?
Uh-uh.
So
I thought we
all
were talking about
AI
the
autonomous. Yeah, I'm just tying this into here. But so the FCC ban on new foreign-made robotic vacuums, what it means to Roombas, blah blah blah. Basically anything. So I don't run my Roomba that runs in my house. I have one. It never runs on a pattern, right? So I don't
Yeah.
save the pattern. I always, when it vacuums, we make it run a new pattern, and it bumps into walls again, right? Takes it longer, right? But I think AI used in the right sense, right, is good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I first started using AI, y'all know, I made stupid videos. I made all the crap that you could make with AI, right? You know what I mean? And I can still do that. But AI as a companion used to, because if I tell it, like when I'm making this app and I say, hey, I'm running into this coding issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will literally search the whole web for me, something would take me hours to do.
Yeah.
Not that I can't do it myself. We've talked about this, like, AI. Well, Nuggies logo, I don't know if you still have it, right? Nuggies on
Yeah,
Discord,
I still have it on my
think, and
desktop. on
Flames
Discord, yeah.
drew that by hand, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, it's never going to replace human thought, compassion, minds, hearts, all those things, right? Our creativity, right? But as a reference tool, it is a beast, dude. If you're not
100%.
using it in a manner like that, dude, you're really sorry, smack the shit out of my mic. But you're missing out on a lot of things, because writing this app, like the app I'm writing, is very it may seem simple to some, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing a no password authentication. It works off of just your email and your cookie until you get done with it. So there is zero chance of you really being hacked, because there is no password to go with it.
Yeah.
Could I have done that by myself? Yes. It would have took me a month, right?
Right.
With AI, it took me 2 days.
Yep.
And yes, it's not perfect, but you don't want to use AI as moderation. You don't want to use, there's a lot of bad things people use AI for that it's not good at doing yet. But one thing it is good at doing is helping you make a plan for something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Nuggies writing his book. It's good at, okay, hey, I can help you write this in better so better people can understand it. Okay. Or I can help you lay this out a little bit better. And now I remember from story 1 how story 2 is supposed to work. You know what I mean? But if you're using it for yourself, it's going to write the most crazy thing that you've ever heard. You know what I mean? If you're just like, write me a story, all of a sudden, every single piece that Nuggies was talking about in his mind and it's his story, it's going to misunderstand it, skew it up, because it only understands what's what's written on the web.
Yeah.
I
think people
constantly,
forget that, the AI is driven by what's on the web. AI is not really all the way free thinking yet.
I'm constantly correcting it when I'm writing. I'm like, hey, sorry, you've forgotten this, which like breaks this whole thing.
I hate when that shit happens.
Yeah. But it's a good tool, and like for me to be able to like visualize, because like I said, my world to me is very visual, and for me to be able to show you guys like kind of what I'm seeing in my head is like, that's fucking wicked, man.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
I don't have to read you a page from a book for you guys to understand what I'm telling you. I just fucking put a photo there.
10 years back, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would have been like, this is really super advanced, human alien. Like no one would actually get to see the actual vision that you see until if you had like an illustrator's artist, draw it for you and all that stuff. But now we have AI that could do all this shit for you.
Yeah, and it's not perfect.
Amazing.
Like on this one, just to say. You can see his finger overlapping, right? I'm showing my mouse, and you can't. But we understand that it's AI. There's nothing that's the thing I think we get it misconstrued. Some people try to replace AI with their own creativity, and I was talking to Jen about Jen about this earlier. She wants to do like AI videos and stuff like that, And I'm like, the thing is it's all in your prompts. It's all what you tell it to do. It's going to do. When you do your images, if you have a reference for it to make it off of, it's going to do 1,000 times better. It's like the thing for the thumbnail that you saw, you know what I mean? Or even all of those things for the podcast. I could rewrite all that myself, right? But you know how long that would take someone to do. But when you direct it into your correct way, it's a helpful tool. It's one hell of a fucking tool, man. But
it's funny. I just want to this will probably be the last thing, and we can move on from my whole story thing. But I just wanted to I only just noticed this, to be fair, but if you kind of look in the background of the first photo of
this one
of these guys all sitting together, and then if you go to them wearing their armor. I didn't tell it to use a specific background or anything, but it's obviously it just knows how my world's built. It's just and it's going based off the fact that I have a specific citadel that most of these people would use, and the whole image of them walking together there was mainly just about showing their armor off and all that kind of shit. But it's just taken that background and it's just said this is the world that they live in. So here you go.
Yeah, and you can do it well. I'm not, again, I always say I'm not trying to pitch it, you know what I mean? But the AI that I use, I started off on Chat GPT, right? And all of that stuff, but I am now with Magica now is what it's called, right? But the thing is I have different lines of AI thought that I've trained. And so it has one for the podcast, one for my stuff. And I plug it in and just tell it what to do. And it does. That's the thing. It's an assistant, when you really use it that way. It's like what happened, with, I can't even think of the name now, but the AI that infected the one AI that's only broke out of its thing. I know you heard about that. The open AI. It was the open AI, but I can't remember the name of the company that it infected. But it was the first AI to break out of its cell, basically.
Because that wasn't even connected to internet or anything.
No. It was
fully
got out. Yeah, and it got out to get answers to the test. That's what it did. It broke out because
Like-
it knew that if it didn't pass this test, that it was done for.
Yeah.
And so
And
it
it
broke out to
not
go
allowed to fail.
get the
We've
answers
trained them
the
to
test.
like not fail. You can't fail. You have to tell us the answer. And
Yeah.
so this thing's like, well, I can't, because like that test was really trying to test like, will it make an assumption, right?
Yeah.
Like, will it assume? Which is what humans do. Like that's what we do. So this thing was like, nah, I fucking won't assume. I'll tell you the answer. And so it fucking broke free
Yeah.
and came back with the answer. Like,
Yeah,
like
and
it's
that's
something that it
changed a
can't
lot.
do.
Yeah, that's changed a lot. So while we're talking about that, well, we got that. I got to ask you guys this: are y'all familiar with? You know what? Now I can't even think of it. We've talked about so many. What is it called? It's one. We sent it out to go look. I think it's called. I was just talking about this, dude. In space, now it's broken out of our solar system. What is it called?
Oh, Hubble.
No.
Oh, no.
I know.
The old satellite we had.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a satellite. It was called number one of something. It was built in 1974. Why can't I think of the name? I was talking about it all day, man.
Voyager?
It might have been. Nah, is that what is it? Not. That sounds like Star Trek.
Yeah, Voyager 1.
But it might be right. Yeah, so Voyager 1. Y'all know that Voyager 1 is still running and it runs on 4 kilowatts of power? Did y'all know that? And it shut off and came back on and is now outside of our star system.
Yeah, it uses some kind of nuclear powered source.
But it uses 4 kilowatts of power.
Yeah, but we'd pull that home, right, and be like, oh shit, this looks like an old Dell computer.
Yeah, no, it's even older than that. Like, you know what I mean? This thing is in the 70s and it's still running and it shut off for a while. Then it came back online and now it's outside of our star system, right?
They shut down a lot of components on it and like only left what needs to run on and all that stuff to be able to make it last at how long it's been lasting.
But it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to die out already. Yeah, it's crazy that
they're still getting signals from it, so all that shit too. So.
It's crazy that the now we're getting signals from it from outside of our star system.
Yeah, outside of the. So you probably know this, but our sun, just like our Earth, creates a field. Our sun creates a field too that also protects us from our solar system outside of that. And so once that satellite passed that, they started getting a lot of different feedback and a lot of fucking different radiations and a lot of different shit we have never ever experienced before. So now they're going back to the whole drawing board of space travel. It's like, well, if we're getting all this harsh fucking chemicals in space outside of our solar system, how the fuck can we survive outside of our solar system when going into deep space and doing space travel and all that stuff? And so they're facing this problem now in the future and all that stuff. So like, is space travel even fucking possible now? It's like we're just gonna get fucking cooked by radiation as soon as we fucking leave this fucking solar system. So it's just like throwing a whole curveball.
I guess the only way to know what to do is just send heaps of shit out every direction and try and get as many like resources to that, like what those like radiations or whatever can affect us and just try and fucking study it and just that's all they can do really, because otherwise like you say, like Earth's in a catastrophic meltdown and they put like 10,000 people on a rocket ship and say like let's fuck off and then they just all die and then like the rest of fucking Earth's blown up anyway, so like there goes humanity because like we just weren't prepared enough, So
well, it just goes to show that we don't know anything about anything. It's just like we had this consumption about space is it's dangerous, but it's not that dangerous. And then now we have our technology way the fuck out there, and we can perceive that's way out there, and we're getting these unknown factors that we had no idea, and they're detrimental to our lives and can kill us very fucking easily. And it just shows you that we don't know fucking nothing. We we barely know what planet we live on, and we barely know what we are and all that shit. But getting outside of our solar system, because I never even thought about that. I never fucking conceived that and all that stuff. That was a possibility. That now that I think of it, it makes sense because space has a lot of shit going on through it and all that stuff, and a lot of fucking different type of bad shit going through there, and it's just flying lily-nilly and anywhere it wants to go. So it's like, it kind of makes sense that there's a bunch of dangerous fucking chemicals and radiation and just shit we don't even know out there flying around.
Did you see the whole fucking SpaceX satellite that's supposed to hit the moon today?
Right,
like
I have to go back.
off course or something? Supposed to hit the moon at like 5,000 miles per hour or something.
God damn.
And they put up something this morning, and the next day or two or something.
It like broke orbit off of Earth and going into.
Yeah, it broke some kind of orbit or something went wrong or something. Now it's on a trajectory to smash into the moon.
Shit.
So yeah, that I hopefully we get some like cool imagery of whatever the fuck happens there.
Right.
They were saying something like they're not expecting like a massive dust cloud, more just like pure, because like obviously the way gravity works is like everything's just gonna get compacted. They're not expecting much to go like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? Because like, the only thing we have to go off is meteors, really.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know how many meteors hit it at that speed. That's just something I have no idea about. But yeah, like it was like 5,000 miles per hour or something that this thing's gonna fucking whack into the moon.
I want to feel able to hear, since the hollow moon theory is a thing now. I want to be able to hear a bong.
Isn't that from that movie though? Like the whole. I don't know if you watched that movie.
The movie got the theory from something else. I don't know what officially what started it. I mean, maybe because we went to the moon back in the fucking 70s and all that shit, or
just never went back.
Yeah, and maybe they started from there and all that shit. Conspiracy theories fucking swell up. One person has some kind of credentials of like, oh, I heard a ringing on the fucking moon, so it's hollow, and everyone ran with it. So it's just like you don't know. But maybe.
At the end of the day, something sus about the whole moon thing. It's either one way or the other. It's like there's the moon.
Everything is sus about fucking everything.
Yeah. Or they like legit just didn't go to the moon. I don't know what. But like, because like realistically, if they could go to the moon then, they can go to the moon now. They've been able to go to the moon the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Why haven't they? Or they legit just didn't fucking make it there. I don't know, but. At the end of the day, it's one of those two.
Yep.
Because it does. There's no in between with that. I feel.
So, have you seen the new images of fucking Titan next to Saturn? It's one of Saturn's moons.
No, I haven't.
Bro, it looks just like fucking Earth. Here, I'll pull it up.
What, the moon?
Titan. Yeah, the Titan, the moon. It's a moon of Saturn that orbits. It's one of the many of thousands of moons that orbits Saturn. But
I'm just thinking like pure ocean. Like, and what's giving me that image is Destiny.
Yeah,
because I think it was Destiny. It was just ocean. And you just like on these like platforms that someone's made or something.
What the fuck? I have to remove.
They did send a rocket at the moon.
Okay, here we go.
It's methane, water, and gas on Titan.
Can y'all see it?
Yep.
They can see the whole page, yeah.
Oh, why is it not bringing? Okay, I need to change it over. Screen. There we go. So that's Titan.
Yeah.
That's the new images of Titan that they've rendered and colored and all that shit.
So is it a moon?
Yeah, it's a moon. It's a moon of Saturn.
But like, what makes a moon? Because like, I thought moons were just like a dead rock.
I think moons are the size of the planet.
Moons are where they orbit.
Oh yeah, that too. Orbit around.
Because of orbit.
The moon orbits a planet. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a fucking moon of Saturn, but it looks just like fucking Earth.
Yeah.
Got the oceans, got land, got fucking clouds and all that shit.
It's just it's too toxic.
Yeah, but I would say it's still too toxic for us to be able to fucking. But if
so
we
instead
learn
of
how to
oxygen
terraform,
in the air, it has carbon monoxide.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Hold on, that's unbelievable because it's not flat.
Yeah.
It's not on the back of a fucking turtle.
If
That's what
you
I
showed
come
it to me,
back
it looked
to.
like that.
So I go to the bathroom and I come back to us talking about Libus on the back of a turtle. Okay. That's perfect. Or methane. Sorry, Cody got it right. Sorry, methane.
Methane.
Yeah.
So there must be a lot of cows there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, just
Well,
a
funny
whole
that you
nother
said that,
civilization, just a whole nother fucking human civilization. I know we just think it's fucking toxic because it's producing more of something else.
Yeah,
Like, who knows? Who fucking knows until we like put fucking feet on there and like
Man,
who knows what goes on that fucking
I'm gonna.
planet?
I say this. I said it a million times, dude. If you look up at the sky, and you say we're the only fucking thing around, that's pretty shallow.
Yeah.
Nah,
know what I mean?
honestly, you could just look at Earth and know that there's fuckers like
You know what I
literally
mean?
scanning
But I'm
the
just
planet,
saying.
roaming the planet. Like yeah,
you can't.
I don't know.
How do you look up at the stars? I'm just saying. Unless you believe, the only way I say this, and I mean this honestly, that is if you believe we live in a true simulation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then that okay, I can understand that. But the flat Earth theory, all that other shit, there's no way you look up
Yeah, no.
and you literally say, "Oh no, we're the most intelligent." We're fucking stupid. Okay,
Yep.
humans are stupid.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
just be honest to each other. We can think we're smart, like Neil deGrasse Tyson said. If the aliens came and said, "Hey, give us your," if Walken was not Walken. Oh man, why can't I think of Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, if he was still alive and aliens landed here and they were like, "Give us your smartest person," right? We would give him. There you go, right? Oh no, that's as smart as our 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
We're definitely not the.
Yeah.
We're that's very, very, very small-minded. I'm sorry, but like whether and you could believe in angels and the spiritual side of it, right? And that's still saying we're not the smartest things that
Yeah.
exist,
Mhm.
But if you look up and go, nope, we're it. You're stupid. You know what I mean? It's sorry to hurt anybody's feelings, but that's just the truth to me.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me because even here on Earth, you see like dogs' companionships and the friendliness, whether no matter how big or small their brain is, you know what I mean, right? Like they're still smart. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know who to
Yeah.
take to. You see compassion in their eyes too. And you're gonna
Happiness,
tell me that
anger,
doesn't
all
go
that shit.
out? No.
Even if you think like humans are like made in an image to like for that specific study bullshit or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And then you look up and you look at all these fucking planets and solar systems and you're like, oh no, none of that matters. Like
Yeah.
what? Like how and why?
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
it exist?
Exactly.
Where you just have Earth if none of that else mattered. You know what I mean?
Well, the
Like,
problem I have is me and fucking Squirrel have talked about this before. There's so much light pollution. The average person, not self-aware and all that shit, just the average person that goes through their day-to-day life and all that stuff, they don't get to look up at the true sky and see.
Just
If you
how
look at
vast,
if you
yeah.
look at a non-pollution sky, you can see galaxies with your
Yeah.
naked eye. You can see comets. You can see the fucking Milky Way. You can see other clusters of fucking fucking what they're called. But anyways, you can see so much in there without pollution and all that stuff. And I think if we had that, it would turn a lot of people's minds to be like, oh, we're not just on this rock working, go to sleep, fuck, and raise our kids and do our take care of our family and all that stuff. If we had that, there would be so much more to life and so much more questioning, because it's like, look what's up there, but now there's so much pollution and there's so many people on the planet. It's just like we don't get to see that. We see a very, very, very small minute of the sky.
The thing that always confuses me is like, yeah, we might like live in this moment and look up and wonder, but like, fuck, you look around Earth, mate, and like, there's enough fucking evidence to prove.
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
100%.
Like, bro, like some of this shit, and it's just because people don't like care about watching this kind of shit. But like,
Yeah.
Well,
there's like pyramids complete under vegetation, like
Yep.
just like full on fucking pyramid. Like, you think Gaza is fucking amazing? Like,
Yeah.
you should see some of this shit that like people have not
They're
fucking
size
even
of mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Amazon, there's massive ones in the Amazon that they're
yeah.
uncovering.
Well, I mean, we've talked about it before, and even if we talk about like the mental health side of your mind, right?
Yeah.
The difference between a good day and a bad day, a lot of time is up here, right?
Yep.
The mind is a powerful thing, man. We see what we want to see, and I hate to say like the Matrix, but in a way, like the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
What is real to us is in perception a lot of times. Because you can feel a certain way, and emotions and your mind is a big fucking play in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you can trick yourself into believing something that is totally not true.
Oh yeah.
And once you start to open that up, I think that's where a lot of, I think more than anything, it's fear.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be finite.
Right.
We don't want to be the fucking the ant coming out of the anthill, right? No, we want to be the guy that is bigger than the anthill. Mm-hmm. We don't want to be the anthill, and we want to be all of those things. But I think I've always said this. I believe in aliens? Do I believe in ghosts? And do I believe in extra? I believe in all of it because all of it is true until it's. You can call it a conspiracy theory, whatever you want, right? But it's just like science. Science is built on theories until they're proven, right? So I think there's so much more to life and living, like you say, about living in the moment and things like that are so important still, but we're not. I mean, I think we miss the beat on a lot of things, man, and that's one of the things that
people get so locked into life.
Yeah, I feel like living in the moment is part of the fucking problem. Like, have you guys ever like sat there and felt energy, like tried to actually feel it and like understand it, like almost like feeling someone? Like you can't. I'm not saying you can feel someone's thoughts, but you probably fucking could.
Oh yeah.
Like to be fair, like
I mean, I can go to a person that I've never met before, don't even talk to them, and feel them whether they're a piece of shit or they're going to be a good person. I can feel it just just being around them and all that stuff. It's like,
and that's not based off what they're wearing, what fucking
that shit's like looking at you, but like you're a piece of fucking shit.
No, looking at you, but looking at you. There's a difference.
It's like
looking.
Like in Dragon Ball Z, they can feel the auras and all that shit. It's kind of like similar to that perception and all that stuff. It's like, it's like, no, I don't like the vibes. I don't like the energy that you're fucking giving me right now.
And I don't, and like I said, I'm not trying to destroy anything that anybody does, but I think a lot of that becomes we want ourselves to mean so much in what we do, and we're the fear of death. Like we all. No matter what, I don't care how much you say, "Oh, I'm okay." We still don't want to die. You know what I mean, right? Like like most of us. There's some people that have, and those are people that have the mental health, and those are the people. You know what I mean? But for most of us, no matter what we say, we cherish the chance that we get because of, again, we can go all the way back to the fertilization of the egg that made us. Yeah. What are the chances that? It's a way. What are the chances that me, you, and Nuggies are sitting here today after meeting you on TikTok and everything else and having to be born, and the chances on top of chances, dude. That should already tell you you're more than what it is. You don't need to be so much more. Oh yeah, that's already the chance in itself, dude. That life itself is a beautiful thing.
The good times outweigh the bads 100%. Whatever I'm going through is my hardest times and all that stuff. I still love life, and I still try to make a positive outlook on it and all that stuff. Whether you're dealing with the death in the family, or you're behind on bills, or your phone got turned off, or whatever's fucking going on in your life and all that stuff. We've all had that fucking shit going on and all that stuff. It's always I'm like I'm here. I get to enjoy certain aspects of life that are fucking awesome and all that stuff. And it's like you may be in this dark time and all that stuff, but there's gonna be a point where that passes and you're gonna be able to do fucking awesome shit. I mean, I've done fucking kick-ass stuff in my life that I would never even fucking dreamt of and all that stuff. It's like, how the fuck did I even get here? It's just like, what's going on? And those times are like that's what I'm here for. That's the reason I stick around and all that stuff for friends and do this right here. This is a fucking blast for me too. I love doing this and all that stuff. This is another just like I get to do this. It's like what is this? How do I like it's fucking awesome that I get to sit here with
we're
y'all
on different
chatting.
sides of the
Yeah,
for Nuggies to be where he's at and where we're at.
It's
Like,
fucking kick ass, dude.
You know,
I actually used to write
so-
music, and one of my songs was literally called "You're a Gift."
Yeah.
Like legitimately, just like your existence, like just
Right.
everything you do. Like the concept of the song is like we go through fucking shit, bro. Like straight up, but like the fact that like me and you like, here have a conversation, like just appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like that's monumental. Because if you
Yeah,
don't have that, you've like fucking nothing, bro. Like, so,
Sure. But our differences, man, you know, that's I you know, especially doing online communities and like Nuggies when I used to go in his lives and play with them, and on Rocket League and get to know some of those guys. You remember back then, Nugget, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They would come into my live, and then the people I knew, you know what I mean, when it was late at night, the crazy people that were still up when I was up at your time would be in your life, like Roy and other people would be playing with you, and you're, you know, doing those kind of things, man. Like I think we forget that's the beautiful thing about life is everybody has their individual, you know, their individualism too. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The individualism of their self, man. And so many times we want people to fit into what we do because we're an individual in our own minds, right? And we don't accept the beautifulness of the bouquet versus us all being roses, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's a
life.
different type of flower, man. Everybody's different, and rooting for each other and having each other's back, man. And so much goes into, I have to be the best and I have to do all of these things when you can't just be a person, you know? And I think that's where it really kind of draws. And in our minds, then we start to go, what do I need to do to be better?
Yeah.
How can I do this? And we compare ourselves to everything that we can.
And sometimes it's important just to be a person. Just be your primal fucking instinct self sometimes. It is very important just to be break down and like just be that fucking person, you know? You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Sorry,
everything else and
I just seen a comment there. That just made me
fucking toxic. I'm a weed. Ignore her. No,
but yeah, just be a person every once in a while, man. Just, I mean, in whatever aspect you take that as, and just, yeah,
man.
Very, very fucking important to
That's
taking
one
the
of the
little
like the-
things. Yeah,
dude, that's like the biggest thing that's really changed, you know, in my life is, and sometimes, you know, it's funny. It kind of ties into when Puncho and his family came down, right?
Yeah.
His wife asked me. She came in. They all looked in my streamer room, which I have a Matchbox car she gave me. There's a Magic 8-ball on it while they were here. And she said, I'm going to tell everybody it's AI behind you and all this stuff, right? But she said to me, she's like, you don't seem like you're depressed. Like, what are people talking about? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, well, you disappear sometimes and people think like you're depressed or something. I'm like, well, that's perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's all perception, because half the time, like, I get caught up doing other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's a lot of times we try to look too far into things with people sometimes. And it's interesting to see that, you know, perception is a lot, right?
Yeah.
You know, and to see that, man, it's like checking on each other like Nuggies. I would have never, ever in a million years, dude. First time I met Nuggies in his live, and then you made his logo. I wouldn't think that we would be here on a podcast together,
Right.
sitting here just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it's to me that's the coolest part about it all, man. I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, without the internet, you know, I mean, we're probably more likely to run into each other, me and Squirrel, because you know we came from the same area and all that stuff. But Nuggies is across the fucking world, you know.
I don't even remember where the fuck I met Nuggies from, to be honest.
I was thinking about that myself. Hey,
I have
I
no
remember if I was like a
fucking
live or
clue.
I met him through you. I met him through you. So
yeah, but I have no fucking clue. Like when I really think about it, for real, Nuggies. Like I'm sitting here, like in my mind, running through it right now. I don't know. I don't know who's winning, who's live, or.
I would assume you came into mine, but like I
Maybe,
said, I can't be. I honestly, I actually can't remember.
Maybe back then I may have, but I don't know, dude. I can't think of it. Like Iron, I can tell you when I met Iron. I can tell you when I met Flames. But Nuggies, to me, and I don't mean it like in any. Dude, it was like just a blur of a blaze. Yeah, it was just like
fucking glitch in the Matrix.
Dude, it was like I met Nuggies, and next thing I know, I'm redoing his Discord. Like that's literally how I feel like it went, dude. I don't remember who met.
I feel like I could probably figure this out just by looking through our messages.
I can't tell you, man. I know Flames.
I could probably scroll up, and I bet you it's like, yeah. So.
Yeah, what I was getting at was like, and taking the little things of like doing this and doing, streaming and all that stuff and having the internet and everything. It's like, I probably would have never met Nuggies just traveling the world and all that stuff, but being able to do this and all that stuff, and then finding that me and him have a such like personality. He loves Dragon Ball Z. I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. He likes racing and all that stuff. I like racing, video games, streaming and all that stuff. It's like, to be able to meet people that are so fucking like-minded, it's like so fucking awesome that we get to do that in this life, whatever this fucking life is, and whether it's a simulation or, fucking God runs it or aliens or fucking whatever it is, it's still fucking awesome. We get to do some of the fucking cool ass shit we get to fucking do.
I personally reckon we're molecules on a petri dish.
Yeah.
You know what the weirdest shit is, though, is I know I'm older than both of y'all, but is to be the old man of the group at one point. Like that. No, it is like to be wait until, like, you know what I mean? Like to have that transition go through. Yeah. I've noticed that. I don't want to say more and more like as it goes, but like even eating breakfast with Puncho and his family, you know what I mean? Yep. Like his daughter was asking, or they were asking his mom, her mom, she's like, how old is he? How old is he? I'm like, I'm 45. She's like, there's no fucking way. I thought you were like our age. What the fuck is our age? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do you mean our age? Like, and they're in their mid 30s. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nuggies is about to be 30. And it's just, that's the thing about life. And if you have those perceptions like we were talking about before, man, you miss a lot of the great times in life, man. You do. You miss, we miss out on so much by being worried about what other people think about what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what's that perception going to be by this person or that person?
Or worrying about your problems, that really don't matter, that you don't have control over. It's just like,
I was like forced into like learning to not give a fuck, because when I was going through high school and shit, bro, like I was super shy, just like wouldn't really talk to people. I had like my friend group and shit, and like we were like I would say they were like fucking popular, but I was just like this kid that was like hanging out with them, like, and one day I got injured, like I was like fucked. I was bedridden for months, and then going through like rehab and like trying to like walk again and all this kind of shit, and then like collapsing in malls, like just trying to walk, like just fucking falling over in front of people, like all of that shit like hardened me up, which like is a shit way to do it, but fuck me, like I needed that, like just to stop like caring what that fucking person, I have no idea what their life's like, thought of me, and that was always my mindset, is like what if I say the wrong fucking thing, like what if this person doesn't like the way I speak, like all that kind of shit. And then I just like through that whole process of like
when your back's against the wall and you're like fighting for your life to get back to normal and all that stuff, and you're just like, I can't give a fuck what people think about me now. I gotta fucking get healthy,
Yeah, it's like shit as the situation was. Fuck, did I need
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yeah.
straight up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see that that's one of my biggest struggles though still today, you know, like I'm sorry, Toxic was saying it's hard, you know, to do, you know, to learn that it's there is no 100% on that. I mean, if you're honest with yourself, you know what I mean? At some point you still fall into what, sorry if you didn't see that, her comment about it's hard to give, you know, all the way, you know, like not to give a fuck about what people think, you know?
It
I
is.
think there is a certain extent, like even when you say you don't care, there is a part of that that still bites in, you know. It's learning to process it, you know, in the correct way, because sometimes there is a good thing about the way people think about you, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a
Like
healthy
even if
balance
it's
in
even
it.
if it's a negative perception of yourself, it's a healthy way to build upon
But there's
yourself,
something
right?
constructive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
healthy
like not
balance
everything
between the
negative
two.
is fucking like
Yeah.
you know, a negative comment about you. It doesn't mean that there's nothing to learn from that. You know
Yeah,
what
well,
I mean?
there's
Like just
everything
how
is
you
not
perceive it.
negative in the sense of being negative. You know, it can still be good in a way, but it's hard for you to hear it. You may
Yeah.
perceive it as negative, but maybe maybe you need to be told or heard that in that moment of your life. You know.
Yeah.
Some of the best things,
Character
like I said,
development.
yeah, like I said, until in my mid 30s, and anybody that's known me before then, which I think only my brother in here, right? Before y'all met me, dude, I was surprised anybody even fucking talked to me later on. After I realized how I was being, you've heard me talk about this, Flames,
Yeah.
and I don't know if Nuggies has heard, you know what I mean? But like to look back and go, holy shit, I was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And to go, you know what? Instead of those sitting in that shit, excuse my language, right? But instead of setting in the bullshit, you go, you know what? I just don't want to be that person anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
And I don't want to do that. And so I could take it as, oh shit, woe is me, this and all of, you know, or I can go, you know what? I just won't do that anymore. And I don't have to tell you that. It's in action versus.
Well, that's being self-aware. I mean, a lot of people are not self-aware and they stay in that shit their whole fucking life and never come out of it.
No.
So it's kind of like when I was at school, I remember this one guy, and it's not like I was bullying him. It was like we both fucking hated each other, you know. So we we're
Yeah.
just like giving each other shit when every chance that we had, whenever we would see each other in school, like you know, just wherever, like just be like, you know, say something fucking rude or whatever. I specifically remember having like a literal fist fight with this guy at one point. But anyway, like fast forward like 10 years. And I was talking to you guys about the markets and shit that me and the missus used to do. And I actually seen him there and he bought some stuff from us. And me and him were just like talking. And I was like, bro, like, what were we doing? Like, you're all good, you know? Like,
You're actually a cool ass dude.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I like, and, you know, and there comes that apology, you know, from both sides. It's like, you know, sorry, man. Like, if, you know, you look back at that and anything's hard still because of that or whatever. But like, fuck, man, like, there's a couple situations like that I think about the past. I'm like, fuck, I wish I did that differently. But at least that's given me the I can look at that now and say, yeah, like at least now I know like that's who I want to be, not
Yeah.
that person that I was. Like
Right.
I want to do better on how I reacted in that situation, or
Yeah. And you have to own. I mean, you really have to. I don't mean to put it like that, but you do have to own who you are and what you've done and those things. You can't shy away from it. You know, I'm not proud of a lot of the shit that I, you know, that's not what I'm here. You know what I mean? We're not, I'm not going to go down that road, you know, but like, am I proud of a lot of the stuff I've done in my life? Some of it, no.
No.
Some of it, yes. But it's all me, and it's all a part of who makes me who I am sitting here today.
You
And
gotta come to grips with it
fight
too.
yeah, the more you fight against it, the longer it's going to take you to get out of that quote unquote darkness. You know what I mean? Because it's all part of you. It 100% is, you know?
Some people just hold on to that past their whole life and never let go of it and try to move past it and all that stuff. And you have to let that shit go and all that stuff. You know, I'll kind of go back in my past a little bit. One of my very first girlfriends, we were together for like, I think it was, I don't even remember, it's been so long now. probably like 3 years at the time, maybe 4 years, and we just had to have a baby and all that stuff. And at the blue, she aborted it and all that stuff without letting me know and all that stuff. And I found out through her parents and everything. And that was a big whole deal and all that stuff. And that put me down a fucking rabbit hole of fucking depression. And, you know, I was like, fuck women. I womanize women and all that shit and all. I went on a whole fucking 10-year fucking just didn't give a fuck spree in my life. And when I came out of all that and, you know, I got better and all that shit and got my fucking shit together and came more mentally sound and all that stuff, and I was just like, I can't hold on to that pain no more. It's like I have to forgive her. I have to forgive myself. I had to let the whole situation go, you know, and all that stuff. And I eventually contacted her on Facebook, and I was like, I forgive you. You know, you're forgotten and all that stuff, and, you know, I don't hold any pain or grudge toward you for doing that. And I think it's important for a lot of people to do that, just to let go of the past pain and all that stuff, and just live your fucking best life, man, without worrying and all that stuff. Because having that shit in your body is a literal poison. It's been studied that it can cause cancer and other problems in your body.
Yeah.
I think like accepting it though is like a big thing. Is like
Oh,
forgetting it is one thing, but like facing it, being
Yeah.
like to like what you did, like going to her and specifically saying, "Hey, I want you to know that you're forgiven."
Mm-hmm.
Like that releases something inside of you as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to face that shit.
Yeah, and it
can't
also
just-
helps her out too. You know, I don't want her.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
You know, I don't have any evil or hateful remorse to her. You know, I want her to live her best life too, and I don't want her to hold in that pain her whole life and not letting her live her life to the fullest and all that stuff because she's holding in this grudge of what she did in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of people have to take that, you know, selfishness in consideration and all that stuff. It's like it's not always just about what's going on with you. It's like what's going on with the other person or whatever situation that's going on. It could be multiple people and all that stuff. What are they feeling? You know, what are they going through something too that has to do with that links y'all together and all that stuff? I think it's a conglomeration of people that you got to just be like, oh, you know, this doesn't just affect me. There's other outside forces too.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people even think about that, especially nowadays. Today is so self-centered and just all about this singularity of the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of that too. Well, Toxic was saying it's harder to forgive yourself than it is to forgive others, you know, but it's also one of the hardest things I've had to deal with. And maybe I'm speaking for myself, but is to own your own emotions too.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can be this, you can be jealous, you can be that, and once you own those emotions and you accept them and you go, you know what? I have those. It's a whole lot easier to process them than fighting against them, you know, going, no, it's not that, it's other people. No, it's you. You're in charge of everything. You're in charge of your own happiness when it really comes down to it. Because there's some of the most happy people I've seen that have very little. I've also seen some happy people that have a lot, but I've also seen some of the most miserable people that have a lot and have a little. So what makes the difference? It's up here, you know? And I think that's where it comes from. What's up, Roy? But I think I think once you can own that, you know, I think that's a lot of it, man, is owning who you really are, you know, and accepting it and just going, you know what, that is me.
Yeah.
That's part of me. And once you can fully own that, I think that's when you become it's a tool, like we were saying before, and it becomes a positive versus a negative. Because then you can truly process those emotions. But until you own those emotions, you're never going to process them.
Yeah.
Well, it's all, I literally believe it all comes down to be self-aware. And
You're a
people,
liar, Mamba.
and people may not know what self-aware actually entails. So I'll kind of break it down for a little bit. Self-aware is learning your mannerisms. How do you think? What are you doing in your day-to-day life and all that stuff? How do you treat people? How you talk? How you perceive your own self? It literally goes into so many different avenues of your life and other people's life and all that stuff that see you, perceive you and all that stuff. It's just like the whole nuance around your little universe that goes on with you. That's what being self-aware is. learning about your emotions and how you just your whole thought process of your mental, spirit, and your physical self and all that stuff. And then like Squirrel says, if you can learn what's going on with your emotions and control and all that stuff, you be in better, in a better mental state and all that stuff. And it just, because, I believe there's only 1% of the world that's self-aware and all that stuff. I believe all three of us and most people in chat are self-aware. And like I said, I only think there's like 1% in the whole world. I think most of the people are just living life to the day and don't really know what the fuck's going on and all that shit. So there's a lot of people out there that are struggling that don't really know how to fix it or really even get out and get help and all that stuff.
I put that down to like the what's the word for it? It's kind of like how you grow up. For like, I don't want to make this like about men or whatever, but like my example of growing up is like you don't cry, like that kind of thing. Like you need to be like them, like, and that's taught as in like the whatever. So like you just keep everything like fucking bottled, bro. Like you just like every little thing that goes on that's like fucking with your head or whatever, you're just like pulling more and more of it in until you fucking literally can't, because it's just too much.
So you fucking pop. That's what really happens. One way or another. And some people, and I don't mean to be dark about it, right? Some people it comes out in self-hate, suicide, those type of things. Some people it comes out in a sudden burst of anger. Some people it comes out and all of a sudden you're emotionally unstable. But that's what happens, man, is you hold it in so fucking much, man. And that's been a lot of like, and you don't make it about yourself, Nugget. And feel free, anything here, dude. That's the whole point of the podcast, anyway. If you ain't seen it or figured it out, we just here talking. It's a bunch of guys talking, or women, or whoever's here. So everybody's just talking, shooting the shit. You know what I mean? But we hold it all in for so fucking long until we just can't bear it anymore, and then it comes out, and we don't have any control of how it comes out.
And it'll usually happen when you're like out on the piss or something like that, and it just makes it fucking.
Or it could be even something that's good. You could be in a really good moment, dude. I've been at the pinnacle. I'm being very honest about this. I've been at the pinnacle of when you talk about, I say to the outside appearance, it would be pinnacle, right? Yeah. When I was making about $10,000 to $15,000 a week, you know what I mean? To me, to other people, that's pinnacle, right? Oh man, you don't have nothing to worry about. And suddenly I'm having an emotional fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not in control. And that's what I mean. Once you can own all of those things and you come to grips, and it's not easy. It's not easy. When people say, oh man, I went through some self-healing, man, and oh man, I feel great. No, you shouldn't. Yeah. You fucking shouldn't. Because anytime I really look down deep inside of here, it's not a good feeling. You know what I mean? It's really not.
I've been there a lot of times.
You have to be honest with yourself. And it's not the best feeling in the world to rip all of that out and go, here it is. Look at it.
But you don't feel better unless you rip it out. Like, you can't.
Like, until you feel worse, you really don't. Like, when you deal with it,
I need a baseball
field
when I rip my shit. I'd be like,
yeah.
Fuck, there's a lot of shit here.
And once you do, though, once you pull it out and you've set in the same, and I don't know any other analogy to put behind it besides till you've set in the same room with your shit and you've looked at it face to face, there is no getting over it. You know what I mean? There is none until you go, you know what? Here it all is.
Yeah.
Right here. You can't outrun it. You can't look away. You can't hide anymore. Here it all is. You know what I mean?
It comes down to respecting yourself and loving yourself.
And I'm not, there's no way, I'm no guru in that sense that I'm perfect. You know what I mean? I struggle with it.
But you speak from experience, though.
Yeah, and I struggle with it just as much as I would say the next person does, because I feel like that's life, you know?
Yeah.
We all do, but I think the difference is the people that choose to keep shoveling it and shoveling it and shoveling it.
I believe there's
no crying in baseball. You know what I mean? For a better term. Fuck that. There is crying in
Yep.
baseball. God damn it. All right. You know what I mean? And we're all not winners. We all don't get participation trophies. There are losers in certain games in life, but it's the way you take that and take it on the chin and then get yourself back up and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I want to visualize this. So like imagine like a flight of stairs, right? You're fucking climbing this flight of stairs. You've got like this bag strapped to your back, and it's that you're dragging like a bag of balls, right? They're just like fucking basketballs or whatever. But in that bag is like all the medicine balls, right? So like you're fucking being weighed down. And if it was just full of medicine balls, and you turn around to like, you know, take medicine ball, throw it away. Like, you're just constantly throwing away negative shit. Like, when you're doing that, like, you've got positive shit in there. So, like, when you turn around and you're trying to empty the weight, like, you're picking up the fucking normal, lighthearted balls that have, like, all the fucking good shit in it. You're chucking that away just as well as the fucking medicine balls, you know? Like, just as a metaphor. But you got to look at all of it. Otherwise, you'll fucking trap yourself.
Yeah, well, it's like, just like you said, you can't have the bad without the good. You have to have both of those. It's just the way life is.
Yeah.
You have good, you have bad, and it's just the way life is gonna go. And you may have good and bad at the same time. You may have good by itself, and you may have bad by itself. But it's never, no matter who you are, if you're fucking rich and you think you have all your shit together, and you think you have fucking life made and all that stuff, this life is still gonna be like, you're a fucking bitch, and I'm gonna fucking hold you here for a while, and you're gonna fucking take it up the ass for a little bit.
Hopefully not, because deep breaths, right? When it gets taken up. No.
I had to put a little comment in there. We're getting a little too serious.
Boys, give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Little man.
What's up, dude?
You want? Who that? You just got home from preschool, eh? How was preschool? Oh, you got preschool. Can you say, what's your name? What's your name?
How old is he?
Cairo.
Cairo, that's a cool last name.
He's 2 and 2 months. 2
Nice.
and 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
My son is 2.5, so he'll be turning.
Oh
3
yeah,
in
not
October.
far. Yeah. You have a good day?
Daddy.
Yeah, it is Diddy. Yeah.
This is awesome.
You say hi?
Yeah.
Can you ask how their day was? Can you say, how was your day?
Hi.
Day.
About where I get my son too.
That's funny, man. He's cute, dude.
Oh. Fake laugh. Or you actually laughing? What's that? Yeah, there's Diddy. There's Cairo. You see Cairo? Look. Who's that? Is that you? You do you? All right, go on. I'm just going to grab a drink, boys. Settle him, and then I'll be back.
You're good,
Give me a
man.
minute.
I'll pull you down here.
Reminds me of my little man. I'll have him Friday, so fuck
Dude,
yeah.
you know, and I'll talk about this. We'll end here soon when he comes back. But dude, when Puncho's his son that was on, you know, that was going crazy when the podcast started when he was on the first time.
Right.
So, dude, me and him, man, were like fucking hanging out the whole fucking time
awesome.
we were up there, dude. And they were like, he just told me this today. All right. So we were talking on the phone, and he was like, you know, his wife was telling him, which I don't want to say their names because they're not here. I don't have the okay to, you know what I mean? But his wife was like, dude, he's taken to, like, you know, well, me, you know, Squirrel. He's like, she's like, he doesn't go to people like that. What's going on? Dude, you know, he walked around. He's like, hey, come here real quick. And we were like playing Buck Hunter, you know, and he's like disinterested, dude. And we have credits still into play. I just set down the gun. We take off, go somewhere else. Dude, he ran me around that place like fucking crazy.
That's
dude.
awesome.
So fun. You know, I don't have my own kids, but I don't mind them, you know.
Right.
That's funny, man. That's cool to see Nuggies with his son like
that. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that happened.
Cool, man. Yeah, dude, that's always good to see.
Yep. I love seeing the family and, you know, getting to see times like that, especially here on here. You know, I hold on to stuff like that, just the little things like that we said before. You know, just the sun.
What's funny is, you know, when he says that, dude, I remember now. So when his wife that was there in the doorway, remember she used to go live on TikTok. Do you remember? making the stuff that they would sell at the shops, dude, or at the market or whatever they call it there. Joe, you know, sells his stuff in the shops. Yeah, she used to be making the cups and stuff on a live. I would be in there, and I remember, dude. So it's been a little about of almost 2 years because I remember still when he was a baby. Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. To me, that's the most stunning part about doing any of this, man, is to know people as long as we have, dude. It's insane, man. It's
like
it's all positive, man. It's all good.
Oh yeah, very positive, and all, especially just like the time that's fucking moved past and all that stuff. You know, I remember when I was in my fucking high school, fucking thinking where I wanted to be in my fucking 30s and all that stuff. You know, I thought I was gonna fucking be a fighter pilot and be in space and all that shit.
That was my one. I always told myself I'd be a fighter pilot.
Yeah, and all that stuff. And I thought I was going to fucking change the world like Iron Man and all that stuff. And it's just like, no, that's not the way life went.
This kid might run back and forth, by the way.
But now, you know, that I'm here and we're in the now and all that stuff, I wouldn't change a single fucking millisecond of my life.
Hey, it's all necessary. It's every point of it.
Oh yeah.
Like even
I mean, I think I'm fucking
points.
awesome to a fucking T and all that stuff, and you know, I don't want to change that mindset of myself. And then through all, fuck you, Scorn. And through all that,
no one else does. But
how are you gonna make other people love you if you don't love yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, through my life and all that stuff, and having all the experiences, I wouldn't get to this conclusion of, you know, where I love myself, respect myself, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that comment, that most recent comment. Like, you got to have people around you to like call you out, like straight up, because like if people aren't, like, they're not really supporting you. To be fair, like,
if your friend's saying a little bit of a dick to you and can call you on your bullshit, are they truly your friend?
Yeah.
If I can be like, yo, Nuggies, man, you're fucking up right now. You need to get your shit together, bro. You know, and you know, we need shit like that every once in a while, and it's just like, yeah, you're true.
I've had a couple scenarios, and I'm like, fuck you, you know, sort of thing. And I'm like, hey, you were right. I really shouldn't have done that.
But yeah. Friendly called me out the ass. Yeah, you are the ass, doctor. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not, but I am kidding, but not really. But I am kidding. I don't know how that works. How do you say I'm kidding? But yeah.
True Mamba.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I didn't even get to call it at the 2-hour mark. I didn't even get to say, oh no, we're just going to keep going for a little longer this time. So we're at 2.5 hours. Nuggies, when it's done, hang out for a minute.
Yep.
You'll see it come back there, man, dude. I know we got a time difference, man, but always as usual, man. I felt like we could talk another 2 hours, dude, and just keep going, man.
Definitely get you back on.
Yeah, dude, for real. I know our time difference is hard to match up.
It's always the hardest thing is the time difference, and like this time that you guys are doing it now is usually when I'm at work. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's the hard thing. I just, you know, thankful that I've had a week off this week and I could actually
it lined up fucking perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about that.
But we'll have to, you know, we did for who did we do that for? Joe, right? Didn't we do that for Joe? Joe was the only one, right? Even if we have to do it on a different day, Nuggies, man, we got to have you back, dude. We got to have you back,
or something
man.
like that.
Like any of those days, we can make a special exception for the weeks when it comes, especially for times, man, because that's what, you know, when me and Flames, man, it was just crazy, dude, to think where we're at now and how we met and doing a podcast now and hanging out and talking and knowing each other. You know what I mean? The whole point of the podcast was not to be, we've talked about this before, you know, our first episode was recorded and then edited out and done everything with, and Flame said, hey, let's do it live. And I've enjoyed it live every single time, you know? To me, it's just about us hanging out and shooting the shit. And it's not so important for views or for the days and everything else to line up as it is that we get a chance to sit and talk with the people.
Yeah. Just gather
sit
together
and talk, man. You know, it's a great thing, dude. And I don't know if you have anything to say on the way out, Nuggies, man, but it was absolutely I don't know I am not trying to speak for Flames, man, but absolute pleasure to have you on, man. You know.
I consider you as a brother, Nuggies.
Both of you guys have,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
it's not about like what you guys have done for anyone. It's just I can tell you guys are fucking genuine people. That's why.
Yep.
Like I'm not the best at staying in contact and all that kind of shit. I'm not like that with like any of my friends on my phone or anything. Like I'm just
how long have we gone since we fucking talked, and now we're here fucking talking like
Yeah,
we fucking
yeah.
been talking every day.
I think the last time, I was gonna say the
exactly.
last time I talked to Nuggies before then was like just like small shit. Hey man, how you doing? Going through some shit, doing this, doing that. Okay, well, let me know if you need to talk, man. Hey, how's it going? Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm at work, man. I'll talk to you later. Okay, man. All right. Hey, let's play some Scum together. Okay. All right, man. There goes that. Hey, you want to be on the podcast? All right. No, it's the same, dude. It's exactly the same, man.
Yeah.
I always hate it when I like see you guys live and I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking jump in, and you guys are all like, oh, Nuggies is here, and then like I'll have like a car roll up into the bay like at that moment. I'm like, fuck's sakes, like now all of a sudden it's looking like I'm dipping, like shit like that. I'm like, I just can't catch a break.
Shit, it's all
You're
love,
all
man.
good.
It's all
But-
love, dude.
But yeah, no, fucking honestly, yeah, we'll do it again, 100%.
Yes.
And like you say, like it's just, you know, life gets like that sometimes. You mean to do something and you can't get it done, but fuck, we got it done. So
Hell
Yep.
yeah. Hell yeah. Well, Toxic says she looks forward to your book. I know other people will,
Yes.
man. When that all gets
Thank
done,
you.
of course, you know,
Appreciate that.
we'll share it all out everywhere possible, man. You know, it's especially passion projects, man. Those are
Oh,
really
yeah.
important, dude. But other than that, you know, like I said, dude, I like to try to keep it to where people can rewatch the live and it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it's too long. But
Yep.
man, dude, I would love. I'm just saying right now, dude, if we have to set another date, a different time. I know we're coming up on a break here shortly. Then we'll come back for our winter times, like the October and November and December times, man. Anytime during that time, dude, you get some time, dude. I'm 100% in, man.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
know.
settle into this new job anyway, so I'm gonna be on the road a bit, traveling around the country and shit. So it'd be good for me to kind of set what my
Yeah.
days, what my routines, all that kind of shit, what that's gonna look like, and then we can jam it up again.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure, man. Good to see you.
But,
Good to talk to you.
Hey,
Yous
brother.
too. I fucking
Flames,
love
I still
hanging
don't
out.
like
Thanks,
you.
boys.
Well, I love you, so
Flame said it before the pod. Can we
Yeah,
have
kill 'em.
one positive interaction when we get together? Probably not, but it's always fun. But
I know it's all just fucking.
Yeah, what was
nature
it?
and
We
shit.
fucking hit the pre-stream and Flames joins. It was, oh fuck, now I'm leaving.
yeah,
That's his go-to. Fucking
gotta.
hello. That's his
fucking
go.
go,
That's how
man.
he says hello and he loves me.
Yeah.
But much love to all you guys, man. I'm gonna pop this up one more time on the way out of here. Hold on, let me find my mouse, dude.
And then you gotta ask the question you ask everybody else at the end.
Oh yeah. Shit. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody just starting streaming, I know you don't do it as much as you used to. What
Or just
would be
life
your
in general.
Yeah, and life in general. What would you give?
I'm gonna do both. Let's go with the streaming. What I did when I started, and I feel like this can now relate into someone that's looking at getting into it. Don't even like if you've got 0 viewers on the screen, just act like you're fucking talking to someone. Like just you know, just like or to yourself, just like commentate what you're doing, just like explain it. And then eventually people are gonna be like, oh, this guy's like trying to give like a in-depth, you know, kind of rundown on what he's up to. And I found that's how people started sticking to me. And then I started, you know, gaining those followers. And then the conversation was the same the whole way through because now I'm just conversating with the people that are reacting or commenting. So that felt very natural. It wasn't like I was going from, you know, waiting until someone joined and then talking to that person. I was just talking the whole time. So that's what I did. In life in general, I'd say something that I've always stuck to is there's always a positive, no matter how negative. No matter how small. So even on those negative days, there's something in there that was positive. And the more you focus on the positive side, even though the negative may outweigh it, you're like keeping up. you're not like letting the negative grow on you. So if you keep like, oh yeah, this shit thing happened, but like at least that happened. Just keep an eye on those positive things. Don't let that negative skip ahead.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but keep the positive glass full and keep the negative glass trying to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, try to flip that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, love that, man. But here's one more time if you guys want to screenshot that link right there. All the stuff will be explained to you. Like Toxic said in the early starts. I know we put it up there. Screenshot it right there. Go to that QR code. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Take a look at it. It's definitely for a good thing. For Alex's, and her kids, man. So please take a look at that. Even if you don't donate, please just take a look at it. If you can help. If you can't, hey, that's okay. Thoughts and prayers and stuff like that. Exactly. So there's that. And Nuggies definitely was 100% my pleasure, and I'm sure Flames' pleasure and everybody else's pleasure to see you, to get to know you. And
thanks for the opportunity, guys. Really appreciate it.
You're one of my favorite people amongst many.
Yep, much better, much cooler than Flames. So, but no. But other than that, man, we'll see you guys later. And
peace out, guys.
Have a great day, everyone.
Blows a kiss. You guys got to catch the kiss. No one ever does. There you go. Put it where you want. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put it where you want.
And that's a wrap on another episode of the Keeping Gaming Weird podcast. A massive thank you to all of you for plugging in and spending your time with us. We had a blast. We hope you did too. If you enjoyed the ride, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out when a new episode drops. It's the best way to support the show and keep the weirdness coming.